Hakuna vodka. It means no memories for the rest of your night. Ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon. This is modern escapism. Hello and welcome to the first ever recording with all of us in the same place. We are coming in your ears from the lofty heights of Peterborough, and it is glorious. We were planning to come from the African house, but politics got in the way. Politics.
Wow.
My name is Oodles, the White Russian of podcasting, and joining me today, Scotch on the rocks, it's Gadget.
Hello.
Miss Margarita herself, it's Candy.
Hello.
Lager, it's Stig. Yeah. And he wants to have sex on the beach, it's Biggie.
Hey.
Are we near any beaches?
No.
I don't know where I am in the world.
No, we're nowhere near a beach.
Before.
Is that where is that going?
I was thinking the same thing.
That was not a loaded question.
Night swimming. Before we get into the show, please consider becoming one of our sexy and incredibly cool patrons. Help us divide and conquer the podcasting world. Details are in our show notes, but mainly check out our website, modernescapism.co.uk, for more exquisite content and links to everything we do. Now, we are all together throughout this episode. We will be dishing out cocktails between every segment. So, in total, this will be 5 cocktails for each of us throughout the show. Bring on the vomit.
Oh, we're going to die.
So let's start as we mean to go on. Who's doing the first cocktail?
That's me, baby.
Right then. With the magic of editing, we will magically have cocktails.
I have pre-prepared.
Fucking blue Peter lad here.
Here's what I made earlier. It's a Tracy Island.
It's a glass full of sticky back plastic.
So, this is made up of a cacao white liqueur, vanilla vodka, and white chocolate liqueur mixed with double cream with a sprinkling of chocolate on top. This is what we call Stiggy's cream.
And I'm done.
Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to have a little sip, and we're going to give our opinions on it, and then we're going to vote at the very end who wins. So,
Cheers first.
Oh,
Chin.
you're going to hate it.
I'm too far away from you, so cheers.
Cheers.
Nope.
Ooh. Like a white Russian.
Nope.
Nah. Oh, no.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm into this.
It's milk that burns. Oh, no. Sorry, Stig, that one's not for me.
Still have to drink it.
No, I fucking don't.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I'll drink it. Don't you worry about that. It's wet. It's alcoholic. I will drink it.
Oh, it gets stronger as you go down.
Oh, yeah. That's
how it's mixed it.
Like.
You know what? The aftertaste is actually quite pleasant. I'm going to have another.
Sweet.
I'm going to have another.
Very, very
I'm going to have another
sweet.
go, actually.
Hey, see, Biggie likes it.
It's that cake, it's that fiery.
Yeah, it's that bit, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no. I can't do that.
Is it from a man who likes whiskey? He can't handle a little bit of heat in his drink.
No, it's not that. It's a bit. It's a bit like, do you know when you've accidentally woke up on a morning, you get into milk, you want a little bit of milk, you're like, oh, it's off.
No,
Oh.
It tastes like milk. It's not even got milk in
No, it's got lumps in it. That's what I'm saying.
No, that one's not for me. I kind of do spicy milk.
That is rather spicy.
Why is it spicy?
Oh,
I like it, Stig. It's
Yeah, I
nice.
like it. I'm into
Good.
that.
Yeah, I know.
Good, because you've got 2 extra glasses here.
No, you got to drink it.
I will. Don't worry. I'll down it in a minute.
Oh, nah.
That's like when you're at a
I'm nearly
restaurant
down
and they
now.
pass the menu around and like, do you want a pud? Like, no,
That's
we're
the
going to have
thing.
another cocktail.
The aftertaste on that is delicious.
It's a pudding drink.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
probably, it lasts really nicely. It's just that initial.
This is why we went first with it, because you'd struggle like fuck after other cocktails.
Oh, God. Right, so, without further ado, it's time for the first ever, everyone all in the same newsroom, Biggie's Breaking News.
may already know, but he doesn't, because it's time for Biggie's Breaking News.
It's a gaming heavy one so far. So first up, we've got people are modding Peter Parker's original face into Marvel's Spider-Man that went onto the PC release a month ago or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
There's been loads of mods already that we already pre-spoke about. So you've had things like Kingpin, Kermit the Frog's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
But they've actually done this weird thing. They've gone back and put in the original Peter Parker from the first game.
I did like how he looked in the remastered one.
Wasn't it also Yuri Lowenthal's actual face?
Yeah, they made the newer one look more like Tom Holland, didn't they?
Yeah.
But he still had an older man's voice. It's very odd.
Did you not see the greatest mod, though, for PC Spider-Man? Which was replacing Peter Parker's Spider-Man with Uncle Ben's grave.
No, but I wouldn't mind doing that
I
wrong.
like to see that. I like to see
Just
that.
a gravestone swinging through New York.
I'm into it.
But since this mod's been out, it's already up to 3,000 downloads already.
Of course it has.
I just don't understand why they bothered changing the look. I mean, he doesn't particularly look like Tom Holland in that.
I think it was just to make it
Anyway.
closer to Tom Holland.
Yeah. Younger.
Yeah.
Even though his voice is still Yuri Lowenthal's.
Yeah, even though
And he's a man in his 40s.
an older Peter Parker.
I was going to say, because Peter Parker in that game is supposed to be, he's been on the job like 8 years.
Yeah, he
or
doesn't
something.
work at the
Supposed to be
Bugle anymore.
Now he's
supposed to be
16.
Early 30s or something.
Yeah. Next.
So FIFA 23 will feature Ted Lasso in his AFC Richmond Soccer Club. It looks really good, actually. I've seen the clips of this already.
Do you reckon you can have Danny Rojas in it?
Yeah, Danny Rojas is going to be in it.
Oh, yes.
The thing is, I'm only going to accept it, and I will buy FIFA 23 if they make sure there is the crowd chant. He's there every fucking West.
They won't know, though. He's every bloody word.
Even Beard's there as well, isn't he, on the touchline?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I'm
I
definitely.
need some
down
voice
for
lines
that.
from Coach Beard, though, because he is the Loki king of that show.
Yeah.
But in November, Football Manager 23 releases, so I'm hoping that they'll do AFC Richmond for that as well.
Someone will mod it in.
Of course.
Cool.
Yeah,
Next.
Sony. So,
What have they done now?
well, they've got a problem.
We know.
Apart from the obvious, they've now actually got a system exploit for both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. So this vulnerability comes by way of a console hacker known as C-Turt. And apparently there's no effective way for Sony to patch this. So I know that obviously with all the other old consoles, they've tried and released firmware to get rid of this. But apparently this is unpatchable.
So this exploit is going to be able to bypass things and just custom firmware.
It's quite complicated, but the guy C-Turt has released, obviously, to the community how he's done it. So then somebody else will probably pick it up and
Make
find
it
an
even better.
easier way to do it,
Yeah.
which is not good for Sony.
But it's good for us.
Well, yeah, I mean, when they finally give up with their systems, then eventually the PS4 will be defunct.
When they finally give up with the
Then you'll be able to
£70
play
fucking
around
games.
That'll never happen.
I wouldn't feel bad about pirating it if they weren't so expensive.
They'll give up with £70 games when they can sell £80 games.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Next.
Well, we spoke about this before with Dark Souls PvP servers. We're back online. Well, they're back off again. There seems to be a problem at the end of August. They're looking into it. Complaints from obviously the Steam users. Got some real issues. They haven't explained what's happening with it and when it'll be sorted.
I mean, at least it's not down to hackers, because that was why they went offline last time. It was basically people could go in, drop an item in your game, and then brick your PC.
Yeah.
Which was a pretty fucking good reason to take it offline.
It's just evil.
Absolutely. Oh, I like this cocktails, really, yeah.
I told you, it's good, man. Good.
Next up, from the very first previews of Scorn are out, and somebody said that this game is squishy.
Yeah.
Is that the Foreskin game?
Yes.
I'm not into it.
Been watching a few videos of it this week. Like there was a 40-minute kind of press preview thing.
Weird wank that.
It looks.
Tough wank.
It would be a tough wank, but
I'll give it a go.
it looks really interesting. It doesn't look anything like I expected it to, because it seems like it's more of from what they've been saying, like there's not necessarily combat in it. It's more puzzles.
Yes.
A more oppressive atmosphere rather than straight horror.
There's a lot of hiding, isn't there?
Well, in the 40 minutes they had, there was no combat at all.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm into it.
It was
kind of
it
prefer
was
it
all,
that way.
Yeah, it was all creepy puzzles and really fucked up
And
shit.
Foreskins.
Like, well, it's because it's all body horror. Like what they're explaining, like the first puzzle that they encountered, you needed, it was like a locked door where it needed kind of 2 people to open it.
Uh-huh.
But the puzzle, because you're on your own and there's no one else in this facility, what you needed to do was go find an arm and basically amputate an arm off something in the world.
Oh. The thing is, right, I'm all about like Geiger-esque type, just trying something different.
Yeah.
But when you pull the gun's foreskin back to reload it, that's where I kind of draw the line.
Especially if it's a pump action.
Oh, yes.
We've got an episode title already.
There it is.
There it is. Next.
I'm not familiar with this because I'm not a PC gamer as such, but NVIDIA have just announced that the new GeForce RTX 490 and so on are going to be very expensive, apparently.
Yeah. So,
Shock.
Who the fuck
the
it?
CEO of NVIDIA, so they announced the 40 series cards, which are the next gen from what's out currently. And the CEO then did an interview and says, "Oh yeah, don't expect like cheap graphics cards to ever be a thing again. They're going to get more expensive. It's a thing of the past." And the internet and my response was, "Well, it's me buying NVIDIA cards is a thing of the past now. I'll go with AMD in the future."
We'll go with your quote.
Well, because NVIDIA are a shit company. One of the biggest card so what NVIDIA do is they design the card, they put the spec out, and third parties make them. So like my graphics card is a NVIDIA card, but it's made by Zotac. And they've been pissing about so much that EVGA, who are a company who primarily do graphics cards, are exiting the industry because NVIDIA are being such bastards.
Wow.
So the entire internet's just gone, right, fine, fuck it, we'll all move over to AMD. It's not no skin off our nose. And AMD have not said a word. They're just going, yeah, just let them hang themselves with their own rope.
They've done a Sony.
They've done a Sony.
Fuckers. All of them.
Well,
Fuckers.
the other thing as well is like, so the 4090, which is the ones that have the suffix of 90, they're always like the expensive. They're the uber nerd ones. Mm-hmm. But that's going to arrive at $1,600.
Oh, God.
Which is ridiculous. I mean, that's...
When you're ordering one.
I'm not. They say I'm going AMD. I'm not fucking paying that for a graphics card. I don't even game on my PC anymore.
That's for losers.
So yeah,
Read
next.
the room, Biggie.
Oh, you normally go next. I was waiting for you next.
Next.
Thank you. Blizzard confirm that the last day for Overwatch is only... Overwatch 1 is only weeks away. The sources confirmed it will cease to exist for only a couple of days ahead of its successor's launch.
Yes.
Oh well.
So it's just like gone.
So yeah, just gone.
You'll be able to load it up and do the training level.
No.
Nothing.
Not even able to
Or
log
even
into
boot
it.
up.
Nope. For 2 days, so there's going to be a gap of 2 days, so Overwatch 1 will be gone, and there'll be nothing Overwatch available until Overwatch 2 launches 2
Could you
days
get
later.
a physical version of Overwatch?
You could, it wouldn't load.
That's such a shame. They should give them
There's no offline component to Overwatch at all.
So yeah, okay, it's understandable then. Yeah, that's fine.
Press O to respect.
Yep. Fuck it.
Press O to respect. I mean, press O to pay respects.
Yeah, same thing.
To the point of milk.
Oh, yeah, bring that up. Fuck off. Anyway, also in a similar vein, Slightly Mad Studios announced a month ago that Project Cars 2 is also going the same way, and you will not be able to, from the September of 21, get it from the Steam store.
Oh god, it's just happening, isn't it? Everything's just
Some shops or online retailers may still have the keys for
GOG will have it, won't they?
Probably.
They're the good guys.
Once it's
Until
gone,
the keys
it's
run out.
gone.
That's it. Once it's gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the keys will go up in price.
This is what makes me sad about live service games, because, they just disappear after a while when people stop playing them.
But then there's two sides to it. There's these whales that are spending so much on these live service games, and then
I don't think there's any Wales left in Project Cars 2, mate.
I don't even know what it is, to be fair. But people spend thousands of pounds on these live service games, and then it's just lost into the ether.
Lost to time.
Shame, innit?
Oh,
Next.
Stiggy's already drinking everyone else's drinks. It's all gone wrong.
He's not wasting it.
Pay good money for this. It's premium stuff. Want cheap.
We'll pay you back. In kind.
With booze.
With booze.
I love a bit of Stig's cream.
Oh.
The
Cream of stick.
You need to sample this and use it endlessly.
Endless forever.
Send him one of them custom voice birthday cards that says, "I love a bit of Stig's cream."
Stig's cream. Cream of stick.
Ooh, nutty.
My house stick. That's because it is shit often.
Wait first. The Splinter Cell remake, which was officially announced back in December of last year, is now come up with a scriptwriter for the project. So they're going to go, hopefully, with a different story this time, because that story is quite old. Back in 2007, I think, Splinter Cell first came out, if I remember right.
Yep.
The job description reads, using the first Splinter Cell game as our foundation, we're rewriting and updating the story for a modern-day audience. We want to keep the spirit and themes of the original game while exploring our characters and the world to make them more authentic and believable.
It was early in 2007. It was a PS2 game.
Yeah.
Xbox originally, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'd be 2002, 2003,
Right,
something
yeah,
like that.
maybe, yeah.
It's still a good game.
It was after Metal Gear 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, about 2003-ish.
It's very famous for its lighting, wasn't it?
I
Very
adore Splinter Cell
Very
as
clever.
a series. I even like the one that went a bit crazy. Was it
Chaos Theory or
Conviction?
something? Oh,
No,
Conviction.
Where it
yeah.
weren't exactly the same. I still like that. I like Sam Fisher as a protagonist. I like Michael Ironside. So,
Do you ever play the DS version of it?
yes. I also played the Sony Walkman phone version of it. Remember them?
Wow.
Yeah.
On Symbian.
I think it was a Game Boy Advance version of it as well.
Yeah. I like Splinter Cell. So I'm definitely up for it. But it's Ubisoft, so it's going to be open world.
Next up, this happened not too far down the road in Milton Keynes, but apparently Tom Hardy entered the 2022 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Open Championship.
Are we near Milton Keynes?
Not too far away.
Oh, wow, I don't know
And
what that is.
won the gold prize.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Tom.
Tom Hardy
bastard.
is actually an hard bastard.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Official. He's got a certificate and a gold medal. That
Do you know
says it.
what? Tom Hardy, this is coming to you.
An official biggie.
And for video watchers, that's just for you, that joke. It's just for you.
It was held in a school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it for school? Well,
As you got your kids up.
Was he on a visit to the school? And he said, "Oh, you're doing a jiu-jitsu competition. I'll
Ready your body. I broke your spirit.
Little boy.
It's like a fucking South Park joke, that isn't it? It's martial
very
arts
much.
competition. Tom Hardy just walks and starts kicking them in the face.
Mate, if you watch Cobra Kai, there is adults in that kids' that martial arts competition, so
I'm going to fuck you up.
I was raised by it. Children. Next.
First trailer for the new Hellraiser TV show came out.
Not seen this yet. I know it's out.
I think it looks good.
right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It does
I
not
think it just looks the same as the other ones.
Yeah.
Jesus
But I
wept.
like the first two Hellraisers, and then they
I do.
just drop off a cliff.
Yep.
Yeah, they were good. A lot of the sequels, definitely. But
The Hellbound Heart, the book that it's based on, is sensational. If you like grotty reads. 'Cause it's
I was
grotty.
reading this week though, like someone was like, "Oh, they've changed it. Now it's a woman, but before it was a soldier with
It's a
PTSD."
demon.
And I was like, "Well, no, that's the films that did that.
In the
Four
books,
films in.
the
Like,
books,
it wasn't even the books that established that. It was the
they
films.
didn't have any gender in the books.
No, it was
ambiguous, wasn't it?
Yeah, and with
Androgynous.
androgynous. That's it, with a female, feminine voice. They said so.
Yep.
It looks secretly gory.
I'm
so-
sorry, but there's loads of fruit flies everywhere, and they're doing my fucking head in.
I wonder if Clive Barker watches one of the later Hellraiser films. You know, the ones he's not involved with, and he goes, "What the fuck?"
I watched them and said that.
Yeah.
The only ones I've not seen are the two reboots, which don't have
Don't watch them.
Doug Bradley in.
If Doug Bradley's not in it, don't bother.
Yeah, I
Don't
looked at
bother.
them. I've seen the trailer. I was like, these just look like low-rent student films.
Yeah.
So, well, not to be watching them.
Let's see if Hellraiser actually does what I doubt it will do, and it will be a full-on 18.
No, I mean, it looks like it. I've not seen the
No, it
Cenobites.
looks
Right.
pretty fucking grim.
Blood and...
Is there a mattress?
I don't remember that.
There's a mattress on the first one, and that was
what,
the
blood-stained spunky mattress?
Yeah, that's what Hellraiser's all about.
That's not what I remember from the movie.
You haven't
Oh,
watched
there's
it
a mattress.
recently.
The man he crawls out of it. doesn't
Crawls
he?
out of the mattress, yeah.
Did you watch Hell Rimmer?
Another potential podcast title.
Patrons get a vote on this podcast title.
Metal Hellrimmer. Coming soon to Xbox.
Arnold Hellrimmer.
Arnold Hellrimmer. Next.
Nice. Well, okay then, Candy. I saw this trailer as well for Knock at the Cabin by
Now,
M. Night Shyamalan.
That does look fucking cool.
Oh, okay, that's
Shyamalan
right.
Yeah.
film looking good.
You're so backwards.
Nailed the name. Thank you.
You did.
Love it.
But a Shyamalan film looking cool.
Yeah, because it's like an anthology.
Since the
It's not
Village.
The
like-
trailer sells it, I have to
Old
say.
looked decent in its trailer as well, but look
Yeah,
how that
it
turned out.
Was it the somebody posted on Twitter that Batista looks like what? If somebody asked the
Hoskins.
question, if Bob Hoskins looked big.
I'm into it.
Yeah, it
Get
looks good.
Batista to do the Bob Hoskins biopic.
Yeah, sack off Chris Pratt and Mario. Let's get Batista in there.
As Mario.
As Mario, but that's Bob Hoskins.
That reminds me. That trailer for Super Mario is coming out October the 9th.
Stig showed us an exclusive clip in the car today. And it
was
wasn't.
not.
It wasn't.
not.
It was fucking funny, though.
Let's turn the music off and everything.
Oh, God, it was so funny. Next.
Apple TV Plus has nabbed the creator of Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul co-creator Vince Gilligan, to nab his other star, Rhea Seehorn, attached to play the lead in his new show, whatever that will be. We don't know what it is yet. I'm sure it's
I would like
awesome.
I would like to see Vince Gilligan go back to supernatural stuff like X-Files, because he did the best
I think he said he was going to do
episode.
that, to be honest.
Yeah.
He
did the best X-Files episode.
She was incredible in Better Call Saul.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm looking forward
She'd
to
be
seeing
good in
that.
something like that, wouldn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I'd like it to go back to that. Not exactly, because Vince Gilligan did some of the good Monster of the Week episodes, but he also did some of the anthology episodes. Just fucking... That's how I first knew him. And yeah, I'm up for that. Next.
And finally up in the books, the 21,450-page volume of manga series One Piece is physically unreadable. To highlight how comics now exist as commodities by an artist, a limited edition single volume of the long-running manga piece is billed as the longest book in existence, and it will cost you £1,640.
Wow.
It's not credited to the original writer. It's done by a fan, apparently.
Has he just glued his mangas together?
That's what I think.
And I think he's selling it for that.
Because each one is thick.
Oh, the thing is like this.
It's huge.
Why
Really
would you...
long.
I get annoyed when you've got a coffee table book and it's not comfortable to read.
It is your coffee table, that book.
This is purely just for display purposes, isn't it? Like, if you
Yeah.
want,
I think
you're
it's
going
just
to
like
get
an
it.
art piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
A fart piece.
Art piece.
Fucking waste of time. I'm not into One Piece, so...
Who disregards the news story.
It doesn't exist.
Because it doesn't directly impact my interests.
Exactly.
What is this shit you bring me?
It does not exist.
Was that the news
That's
then?
it, dude.
Fantastic.
Quick
Well done
news
for
this
doing
week.
this live in the newsroom. We're going to have a quick intermission and I'm going to do my cocktail.
No, it's my cocktail
Oh, you doing
second.
it? Okay.
My one's
We're going to have a quick intermission and Gadget's going to bring his cocktail.
No, I want to do the next one.
Oh, we're going to...
No!
Just gonna put, they're just gonna
Your
put,
cocktail
like,
comes out last, Biggie.
Yeah. Elevator music.
Was it the girl from Ipanema?
Yep.
I think there's some feedback missing here from Patreon.
Okay, so this one is a Japanese maple cocktail. It is Suntory Japanese whiskey, lemon juice, maple syrup, and egg white. Let's give it a try.
More like a dessert.
Apologies if there's a pip in there or something. I tried to get them all out.
Your pip.
Oh, that's
Rude.
No, it gets better actually.
I'm going to have to down this.
That aftertaste is alright.
Well, I like whiskey anyway, so it works for me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
one
downed it.
Oh!
Jesus. He just
Oh, he's gonna vom by
If
the
you
end of the night.
vommed on camera, that would be the best thing ever.
On your own laptop.
I've done it before. No.
See, I had the good...
Yours are better.
I found a pip.
I found a pip.
Apologies.
I thought you'd left Pip at home.
When I threw up on the podcast, at least I turned it off first.
Well, I'll do it.
You did announce it though.
Look, content is king.
It's all right.
I think if I'd started with
The
this
aftertaste
carried
is
on-
not foul at all.
That's a ringing endorsement of it. The aftertaste is not foul.
Same with Stiggs, the aftertaste was not foul at all.
Aftertaste of mine was just white chocolate.
Yeah, yours were... You know what? Nope, didn't like it.
You're not a
I
big
like-
whiskey man, though, are you?
No, look at me.
I like
Big
it 'cause
man.
I'm a whiskey man. Well, say I'm a whiskey man. I haven't drunk much whiskey since that Christmas do. Still have
There's a reason.
two unopened bottles that I got from
It's got a
Christmas
kick. Don't get me wrong. It's got a like you are definitely drinking alcohol.
Yeah, but it's the maple syrup in it kind of it takes away the heat of it.
Yes, it's not hot.
Plus, with it being Suntory, I think it's Toki.
It's quite bitter.
Yeah, it's a very very smooth whiskey anyway.
It's almost savoury.
Lovely smell to it.
It's almost savoury in a weird kind of way. Anyway, alcohol. Way, it's brilliant. Let's get on to the Nexus, and I want to know what the lovely lady to my right has done this week.
Well, I've been doing something that I think you might potentially want to talk about in a minute.
Okay.
But what I have been doing is catching up on the Osbournes.
Oh,
Because they're all on YouTube. And, like, obviously I watched it the first time round. But it's kind of looking back at it. So I'm the same age, basically, as Kelly and Jack.
Ozzy.
Says you! But it's so funny looking at it now with an adult's perspective and things, because my God, those kids were absolute terrors. Like, I would have given them a slapped ass.
So Sharon.
It's not the kids, it's the dog shit everywhere.
It's the dog shit everywhere, and it's Sharon. She's like, I didn't realise just how batshit crazy she is, because...
That's just mad as a box of frogs.
Oh, she's worse. She's so much worse than Ozzy as well. Like, Ozzy's
a doddery old man that doesn't want to bother with anybody.
It just goes to show when Ozzy is the least crazy one.
Yes.
The thing is, as well, that was during a time where they'd fucked his meds up.
Yeah, he was
making them a bit loopy.
And I think he was drinking as well. Like he said, he wasn't at the time, but I think he's come out and said recently
that
it was
episode.
fucked.
I remember when they had to do with the neighbours.
Throwing
meat over, and she turned to the camera and went, "This is a picture of his wife's cunt,"
Yeah,
and threw it over the fence.
And the episodes that I'm watching, it's not bleeped out either, so you can hear all the effing and jeffing. Like the later ones are bleeped, but yeah, no, it's just unreal what those kids got away with and just didn't get bollocked for.
They were all in rehab by 17-year-old, them kids.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Oh, they're so much better now. Like they've gone through it.
The proper adults now. They're all mums and dads.
Jack is a fitness freak and everything.
I was doing like a climbing instructor or something.
Yeah,
he's an advocate for MS as well, because he's got that, hasn't he? And he's,
right, yeah.
and he's like a lead in the charities and stuff like that.
I remember Sharon hearing Sharon Osbourne. It was about the time that the Osbournes was big, and it was during the Ozfest tour. Iron Maiden were headlining.
Oh yeah,
and Sharon was pissed off because she thought it's Ozzy's tour. Ozzy should be headlining, despite the fact that that's the way things had been booked.
Yep.
So, like, towards the end of Iron Maiden's set, like, her and Kelly were in the pit throwing shit at them, and then she went to the sound desk and ordered them to turn Iron Maiden's audio off.
I do enjoy that. Bubbles! Fucking bubbles! I'm the Prince of fucking Darkness!
That's not a bad Ozzy impression.
Do you remember I know not all of his stuff has aged very well at all, but the Bow Selector, Sharon Osbourne.
And
he was like, Sharon, and she had the dogs that followed around everywhere. She's like, "Oh, my babies!" And she like eat the shit out.
Oh, Minnie!
Yeah, I loved it. I love that. Love that shit. Local legend to me. Bow Selector, yes, love it. Not good to watch nowadays. You watched the Osbournes?
And the other thing I did was I started to watch Dahmer, which is possibly one of yours.
Yes, it is. What did you think to episode uno? It made me feel sick.
Yeah, it's so much
physically
worse
sick
than I thought, because I was thinking, because I watched that shockingly evil, horrifically vile and gross, or whatever it was called, the Ted Bundy one.
One of Beatles' streams.
But the Ted Bundy one, it was about his trial, and it was kind of in hindsight. It didn't really go into
It showed
details.
the side of him being charismatic and handsome, and him who's not got that handsome face anymore. What's his name?
Could be any of them.
No,
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Have you seen his face now?
Yes, Joel. What the fuck? He looks like David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, he does. He was in Baywatch.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was the same. I really struggled to watch like more than 2 episodes at a time.
I'm 3 episodes in. I haven't finished it because it is. It's dark without needing to be gross. The first episode is anyway. There's nothing. There's literally nothing in the first episode that's inherently grotesque.
But it's still physically
It's
sickening.
everything about it.
Yeah.
And Evan Peters is insane as an actor.
He's incredible.
How is he doing that? Because he is such a lovely bloke.
Yeah.
How is he channeling
Acting.
that? No, but it's beyond acting, because He's doing that. He's doing this thing with his eyes, where his eyes fucking drift.
I mean, have you not seen any videos of Jeffrey Dahmer, like from the courtrooms or anything?
No,
like
because
that?
I'm not a serial killer guy.
Well, he's. I mean,
That's good to know.
Yeah. You'll sleep sound tonight.
He's got Jeffrey Dahmer's mannerisms nailed on.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so creepy. And I didn't know his backstory. I didn't know that he were gay and stuff like that, and he murdered men. I didn't know any of that.
No, I didn't.
I just know he were I would say gobbler then, but I didn't mean it that way. I meant he gobbled flesh. I didn't mean that either. Cannibal.
Pull the plug now.
That's one for the 200th episode there, Stig.
Swallow me up.
But I didn't realise it was written by Ryan Murphy as well,
Yeah.
the one that wrote American Horror Story. I think he did American Crime Story as well.
Yes.
So obviously he's got a long history of working with Evan Peters. But, it's so good, but yeah, so difficult to watch.
My wife had to walk out of the room on first episode. It's just it's too much.
I don't think I will bother watching it. I've seen the families aren't happy about it.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
There's a lot of drama
stuff
behind
like
it.
this. You don't need the family's consent, so they just.
It was a national case anyway. It was
One of the there's a
televised
courtroom
anyway, wasn't it?
scene. I can't remember the name of the woman, but she's just like, we don't need to see my cousin reenacting what she did in court.
Yeah.
Like, but
It is.
I get kind of showing people stuff because I've seen the arguments of like, well, why is there Vietnam films? Why is there these kind of films?
Yeah.
But
It's a very personal set of tragedies, isn't it?
Exactly. It's really personal. Like I think war is, yes, it can be personal to that person that it's
It's
affected.
an event,
but
innit? A world
it's-
event.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's not signaling. It's not
People that are still alive.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah. It is very harrowing. I've not, I don't know if you're going to say this, but I've not seen anyone that said they've enjoyed it. But you can turn around and say it's a very good, well-made show.
Yeah.
I think
It's not enjoyable.
the people I've seen talking about it are saying it's very much like Schindler's List. Like it's an important thing to watch,
Yes.
but you wouldn't want to watch it again.
Oh,
How have they
no.
done it? Is it like a documentary
drama.
with acting
Yeah.
or a drama?
Full on drama, yeah.
Full on drama.
Okay.
As if it's a made-up thing, but
Yeah.
everything's true.
Yeah. I wouldn't say they've glorified anything either. You know, they haven't
No.
gone in specifically to make it sort of dramatic. Like these things actually
You don't
happened.
empathise with this man.
It is worth looking up a documentary on Jeffrey Dahmer because what he did was horrific and awful. But if you watch a documentary on him, you'll get probably the same story without the graphic details, without the gory stuff, without.
It's not even that gory, is it?
Well, but without.
Yeah.
Basically, without the dramatization of his predatory behavior.
There is a Hollywoodness to it.
Yeah. I think there are. I mean, I kind of agree that to a point there are some things I kind of think shouldn't be made into TV shows.
Yep.
And people preying on people the way Jeffrey Dahmer did probably is one of those things.
Yeah.
He's just so calculated,
Yeah.
wasn't he? But he gave off that I'm not very clever vibe, but clearly
this is the
he was.
problem with these people, these notorious people, is we shouldn't really talk about them and make things about them. Just
'Cause that's what they want.
Yeah.
that's what they want. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about them again. Don't
Fade
make
into history.
Don't make TV shows and films about them and just gone. And people never, hopefully never remember them. But
So out of 10.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it to the end, but I don't actually know. Like, I'm going to assume that he's no longer on this planet.
I don't think he is, no.
So, I mean, yeah, no spoilers, but
I-
I'll watch it to the end.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, let's hope so. If the show's anything to go by, but yeah, very good, but very difficult.
Yes, he's dead.
Yay!
Just to help you sleep at night.
Yes.
Yes.
He died
Oh,
in
you think he's dead?
No, don't.
no, he was killed.
He died in
Yeah.
1994.
He was killed in prison.
Homicide by bludgeoning.
Good.
Oh, so he wasn't even put to death.
No.
Someone got there first.
Unless that was an option.
Prisoners don't like murderers and
Nonsense.
all nonsense and stuff. They don't like that, do they? They'll just not stand for it. These are all just thieves and stuff. And
Yeah, good.
so yeah, what would you rate it out of 10?
8 Dahmers out of 10.
Wow. Excellent. Has that been your week?
Yes, it
Apart from
has.
what we're attending right now. Cool. I'll do the next bit. So I've done 2 things of note this week. The first thing is for the video watchers mainly. Gadget, can you see this behind me? Behind you.
Hang on, I'll just lift my camera up.
This is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life. Are you ready?
He's ready.
Look at that.
Basically, Oodles has discovered an IKEA lampshade.
It's a transforming lampshade. It turns into Omnicron from Transformers the movie. Not the Michael Bay one. And it's the greatest thing. That's the first thing I've done this week.
You cannot take them anywhere, listeners.
The second thing, and the main thing I want to talk about, is a computer game.
Ooh.
I have been playing a game on the Nintendo Switch. Remember that?
That's not like you.
No. A game called Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. It's not necessarily a new game. It's been out.
It definitely sounds like something you would fucking play.
It's been out a year or so, I think. Basically, Sakuna of Rice and Ruin is an action role-playing simulation video game. It's developed by Edelweiss and published by Marvelous. It was first released in North America. There we go, 2020, so it's not new. Let me explain what this game is. It is a 2D action platformer where you're fighting enemies. And then when you come back to home base, you are tending a rice paddy.
Oh, it's a farm PG.
It's a farm PG. What I'm doing is I'm getting there in the
Before everything in that
the-
Nintendo Switch thing came out.
yeah. I'm getting into farming because that's the new thing. That is the new thing. But this game is really fucking good. I don't know if you've ever seen any videos or photos of Sakuna. It's stunning. It's beautiful.
Press X to doubt.
It genuinely is a really nice, relaxing game. Like, you go out, you do your fighting. Basically, you're tending your rice paddies, and you got to get the water level right. You've got to get the manure correct and stuff like that. So you've got to go out and kill baddies to feed your friends back at home.
Wait, hang on a second. Are you killing baddies to mulch into the ground as fertilizer?
Basically,
Nice.
Is it Jeffrey Dahmer, the RPG farming simulator?
Jeffrey Farmer.
Hey! Very good.
another podcast title. It's genuinely really good. It's reviewed very well as well. It's one of them games where it's the best of both worlds because you go out, you do the fight in the Metroidvania kind of style combat. It's not a Metroidvania though. They're just levels. You fight baddies, fight bosses. You come back, you tend to your paddy, and it's only one little rice pad. They're not massive other rice paddies. It's like a personal one. It's not a massive field. And
just personal use only, is it?
Yeah, personal use only. Please do not touch the rice paddy. And you just plant the rice seeds, and you just tend to it, and you talk to your friends, and you just, I don't know. I just really, really like it, and I don't know if it's undiscovered because it reviewed quite well, and a couple of years old now, but on Switch it runs sensationally. I think it's from a few years ago. Things on Switch did run all right, didn't they? Nowadays, no, not even Nintendo games run well on Switch, do they? So yeah, I genuinely thoroughly recommend it. It wasn't given to me by code or anything. I paid for it myself, and it's really, I know, it's really cheap at the moment. It's supposed to be like 35 quid, but it's less than a tenner at the moment. So
fair enough.
It's on Steam. It's on everything apart from.
Is that going to be a Steam Deck thing for you there, Stig?
I think. Do you know what? It's not an RPG. I don't want you to make me think it's an RPG. It's not an RPG.
You just said you go out to kill monsters to come back to do your farm. It's a farm PG.
You don't level up though.
Do you level up your farm?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's an RPG, a rice.
Nah. It's good. It's good. And people, the listener, you've probably played it. One of you maybe has, and you're probably agreeing with me. So yeah, that's what I've done this week. As well as turned up here with your fucking reprobates.
Oh, like we had to fucking drag you here.
Yeah. Dragged. Screaming. Gadget, what you been up to?
Fucking screaming. So the main thing I've been doing this week, I've been very happy doing this. Stig's been doing this one as well, but I'm taking the lead on it. I've been playing The Return to Monkey Island.
Yes!
Absolute banger of a game.
Yes. So glad it's good.
So, for those who are unaware, the Monkey Island games were iconic LucasArts Adventures games back in the early 90s. The best. Written by Ron Gilbert, they were they told the story of Guybrush Threepwood, the most badass pirate ever to set foot on Melee Island, looking for the secret of Monkey Island. He wasn't badass at all. He was an absolute fucking twat.
He's a fop.
A fop and a dandy.
Yep. A lot of my D&D character is based upon Guybrush Threepwood in certain aspects.
Yeah.
Oh, Just remind you need to make a stand-style character for Scorched Sheep.
My God, yes, I do. But yeah, so the original games, you had The Secret of Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge, which were two of the greatest adventure games of all time. Then you got kind of Tales from Monkey Island in the early 2000s, which it wasn't good. No.
It existed.
It existed, and we were all worse off for it.
It's like when they tried to re-update Broken Sword, it just was never as good, was it?
Yeah. Well, the thing is with Tales from Monkey Island is that it didn't have the original writers on. It didn't have Ron Gilbert involved. It didn't have any of the original
Wasn't it
people.
episodic as well?
I can't remember. I just remember it being shite.
Yeah, I
Did
think
Curse come after or before that?
before.
I think Curse came before.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I think Curse was all right. The graphics,
There was an
graphic style
episodic
wasn't
one.
as nice because it didn't have like that pixelated art. It moved into that modern 3D. Everything had to be 3D, and But I think the writing and the puzzles I remember being pretty good.
So
Yeah.
But this is back to the original writing crew, and this takes place directly after LeChuck's Revenge. So it's kind of gotten rid of everything afterwards. It's rewritten the script. It's got all the original voice actors back from the remastered versions. So I think it's Dominic Gorato is Guybrush Threepwood. You got Rob Paulson is doing about 9 different voices throughout
He
it.
is Robert Paulson.
Yes, and it's fucking brilliant.
I'm so glad it's good.
It is one of the funniest games I've played.
I bought it. I
in
just
so
haven't
long.
started it yet.
Oh, you're gonna absolutely love it.
Can't wait.
It's that classic LucasArts style of adventure where you're walking around talking to characters. You're combining random things in your inventory to see if something will work.
I love that though.
For the people who don't like what happened in the early 90s with LucasArts Adventures, where you had to click on every single fucking pixel on the screen. There is a casual mode, which is what I'm playing through at the minute because I want to get the story. Then I'm going to go back through and play the normal mode.
Stig's got something to say about that, haven't you?
Oh yeah, Stig Stig's
mode.
playing it on the normal mode.
Actually, to be fair, the hard mode, as it's known, is I've been playing it on Steam Deck.
There's only the 2 options, isn't there?
There's not pixel things there. It's literally you move it around screen and it goes to the indications on what
That's because you got to
touch.
control it. If you play it on a PC with a mouse, you don't get those notifications.
Okay. Great doesn't seem.
But yeah, it's really good. And one thing I love about it, and when it was announced, the internet kicked off it. They changed the art style. It's no longer pixel art.
I am shocked that the internet would kick up on something.
It's not like the internet.
No.
What's
wrong with you, internet?
It's got this wonderful art style. It's almost like everything's been drawn in chalk.
It's Nickelodeon.
It's not even like that. Everything's kind of got squared off edges.
They've got weird eyes, haven't they? But I love it.
Got kind of weird eyes, but when, like they say, a lot of the details look like it is like big brush strokes of chalk.
I think it's stunning.
It's when you see it in motion, it's gorgeous. I mean, I'm playing it on the Switch. It's run at 60 frames a second. It's beautiful. But with the art style they've got, it means they can do more. They can like have close-up camera shots for reactions or characters handing things over. And it's funny. The art style is funny, and it leans into the comedy of it.
I was going to say, it's all about the comedy, the writing.
Yeah.
That's why you're playing that game.
I snuck into Robotic Monkey's stream of it other day, and I was like, oh, God, I can't watch any more of this stream. I'm buying it.
No, you need to
and
play it.
I just bought it. I just bought it there and then. I was like, this is
Absolutely need to play it.
absolutely
He's
gorgeous.
got a nice streaming voice, hasn't he?
It's sensational.
Very nice streaming voice.
Very, very nice podcasting voice.
No, we don't need a 6-member.
No, I'm not saying that. So yeah, I bought it and I had those Nintendo Gold. I got it on Switch.
Yeah,
and the Nintendo Gold points. So I think it came to about like £6. It's not expensive anyway, is it?
It's $22.99 on Switch.
You can't argue at that.
On Steam, if you buy it in America, it's $19.99 because there's that joke from the old Monkey Island games.
Yeah.
Never pay more than $20 for a game.
Yeah. So just
Like
VPN it, baby.
Yeah. And there's loads of nods back to the original series and the original franchise. Like, there was a running gag throughout the first couple of games where people would ask Guybrush how long he could hold his breath for. He'd say, 10 minutes, give or take.
Don't tell me there's a timer.
There's a timer for 8 minutes.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
Does he die?
Yeah, you can die.
Fucking brilliant. So it doesn't sound like a game that like you play, Candy.
No, I
or
don't.
you, Biggie. You know,
What? I played them all.
have you? There's no
very
guns in
good.
it. Well, there is like
There's cannons.
Cannons, yeah.
Biggie gave me all the LucasArts games.
Oh, right. I didn't know you were into it.
No, mate.
I'm sorry to tarnish you with the same brush as Candy.
It's a
Sorry.
great
I mean,
joke.
I do own Leisure Suit Larry, so I mean, you're not completely wrong.
So you're that person?
Yes.
There is a great joke about Loom, isn't there? Like very close to the start.
Yeah.
Say it.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I'm not as far as Gadget.
You wouldn't be, would you?
Well, I haven't played it as much. I kind of sunk a few hours into it on the first day.
I've been absolutely
haven't
caning
been
it this
able to
week.
get back to it since.
You don't want to avoid spoilers because there's a lot of spoilers on Twitter already.
There's a lot of spoilers on Twitter, so I'm about 2/3 of the way through.
I've blocked the name on it. I've blocked the words because I can't have a spoiler for a story. Basically,
the Monkey Island sword fight in the original was
There
amazing.
is such a fucking brilliant gag around the sword fighting in this one, because without giving away too much, LeChuck cheats. because a lot
he does.
Because a lot of the dialogue and a lot of the story is based around the fact that like kind of Guybrush is kind of out of touch.
Yeah.
Because he's pirating in the old ways, the 30 years ago kind of ways, and things have moved on.
Isn't he telling a story to his kid?
Yeah, he's telling a story to his kid. Yeah.
Yeah. See about that. Did you think at the beginning
You were playing young Guybrush?
Yeah,
I thought
with
that
young
too.
LeChuck, and I was like, "Why don't do this?"
No. I was kind of very glad when you wander up on Guybrush. But yeah, there's a really fucking funny joke around the insult sword fighting, and how things have changed. The funniest Twitter complaint I've seen about it. So do you remember the Council of Pirates, the old one? So there is a Council of Pirates in this one, but they're different pirates because it's 30 years on.
Yeah.
The pirates in the original have retired, and you get a new Council of Pirates. I saw someone complaining on Twitter that Monkey Island had gone woke because
Two of them are women.
Because two of them are women and one of them's a black guy.
I knew exactly where you were going with that. I knew exactly where you were going when you said.
So he was getting absolutely fucking rinsed on Twitter for about.
So we shut the internet down.
I think we should. It's a bad thing.
After this pod.
But what is so heartbreaking about this is because of the whole thing with the art style, Ron Gilbert came off Twitter and stopped talking about the game. And it's such a shame because he's not, I mean, he will be seeing some of the praise for it, but like, you know, you can tweet at Ron Gilbert and he doesn't see it because he doesn't go on Twitter anymore.
Can't thank him.
You can't thank him for it. And it is genuinely one of the most beautiful games I've played.
It looks great.
When you get into the intro, you get through the kind of the opening section and you get to the intro where it comes down on the image of Melee Island and you see Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Return to Monkey Island.
He's playing it now.
And the music comes up, and it's the original music in new instrumentation, and it's just the nostalgia hits you like a brick to the face. It's fucking beautiful.
I am 10 years old again.
Yeah, no, that's literally what it felt like.
I will get it, and I've been very excited to see about the reviews, and I'm glad to hear you both enjoy it. So it sounds like it's going to be a bit of success. So do you think they're going to rush out, not rush it, look at doing a sequel? Because
I don't think
we've had to wait a long time for this.
I don't think they're going to do a sequel to this, but I know Lucasfilm Games, as they're known now, want to do more stuff with Ron Gilbert. So I think there will be more.
Rumours today? I was supposed to tell you this morning with the Discworld.
Yeah, I've heard people talking about a
Discworld
Discworld game. Yeah,
I've been
coming
at
back
Discworld
into
working on my Steam Deck.
Yeah.
You just reminded me there was a Twitter reference that one of the people involved with the game has hinted at in his tweet. He mentioned back to Maniac Mansion.
Wow.
Yeah, so
people are thinking, are they doing another remake or a reboot or whatever of that?
They could do another Maniac Mansion. They could do another Sam and Max. Like, there's so many things that LucasArts did that you can make
another Day of the Tentacle.
Another Day of the Tentacle. I think I'm getting the feeling, just as I'm playing, I haven't finished yet, so I don't know, but I think this is probably going to be the last Monkey Island game. I have a feeling on it because it's
You reckon it's a swan song?
Yeah, the way the story's going is very swan-songy. But
that negative side fucked me off. I know we
I hate it.
talked
It
about
makes
it,
me
but
sick.
for the person Ron Gilbert to actually drop off social media
Awful.
because of it is awful.
And Ron Gilbert was so excited to talk about it because the announcement of the game came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Also, I will say Murray is still the funniest thing in the game.
Good. Love that guy.
I haven't seen anyone who's bought this and played this say anything negative about it.
No.
I've seen a few people saying Game of the Year contender.
It's just dickheads who.
It might well be. If it sticks the landing on the ending, like the first two games did, it'll be a contender for my game of the year.
In the year of Elden Ring.
In the year of Elden Ring.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the year of Stray.
Wow.
I will get this finished soon.
What an indictment that is. That's just. What more do you want from a man that has openly confessed to Elden Ring being his favourite game that another game might topple its crown?
It might.
Wow.
They say it's got to stick the ending.
Yeah, it's got to
because
land
Elden
there.
Ring didn't stick its ending.
Did it? Well, you needed help from your bro.
For the worst boss in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Excellent. I'm so glad. I'm going to start that when I get back home. I nearly brought my Switch this weekend, but you wouldn't have seen me. I'd been in bedroom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have bothered. So, Monkey Island, is that what you've done then, sir?
Yep.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Biggie.
I managed to convince my wife to watch Game of Thrones. We have been rewatching that, and it's a pleasure watching her already. I don't think this will ruin anything for you. Daenerys' brother finally gets his crown.
Sarah's, yeah.
That's the episode that we're up to. And
way to ruin a 10-year-old episode.
Yeah, you can say it. He gets the molten gold part of his head.
She is absolutely loving it. She is digging the politics.
That first
She's
season's
getting a bit
nowhere near as bad
confused
as they
with
say.
all the names, because I did, I think, first time.
It's a slow start to the first season, but
I actually like the way they did it now. I found it difficult first time around, but this time I've really taken into it.
Do you think she has an inkling as to Ned Stark's fate?
I think she does now. Because it's building up.
His head's come off.
I think she's feeling that, things
Don't
aren't
you
going
think
well.
how brave
I didn't
it was to
expect that.
I didn't see it coming.
I was
first
watching that
time.
and I was like, well, surely someone's
going to stop it.
Stop it.
There's going to be an arrow hit the guy or something.
It's the bravest thing a new IP, a new show's ever done in
To kill off their biggest
Kill
star.
off the main character.
The one thing I haven't, this isn't obviously really a spoiler, but I just told her that no one is safe in this show.
Yeah.
Nobody.
This is why you will enjoy it.
I think that like with the structure of it, like that Viserys kill is there to show that, because you would, even though you know that he's going to die at some point because he's a bastard.
He's an annoying fucker.
Yeah,
He touches his sister very inappropriately as well.
very much so. But the fact that he dies in the way he does so early, I think that's there to give a hint to the viewer that he's.
I mean, this is all in the first season, you know.
I went back to watch it other month, obviously, as I mentioned, and some people at work were saying, "Oh God, Jason Momoa was so good in Game of Thrones." I'm like, he had 4 words. He said 4 words. I didn't realise how little he spoke in that.
I mean, he just said Khaleesi.
Yeah,
He just stood there and looked hot.
yeah. That was not a good role. And she's like, "Yep."
It was a good one.
My wife is enjoying that.
Put stocks up in eyeliners.
I get the Daenerys, she gets the Khaleesi.
Have you pre-warned her about the amount of people that didn't like the ending? Have you said it's really, really good?
Don't tell her she might
Because
like it.
I think that is an issue, because it should be kind of like, well, why am I watching this then if the ending is shit? So I've completely not talked
Some of
about
my
the
friends
ending.
like the ending.
I know someone that likes it.
Yeah, I just liked how.
I mean, they're wrong.
They're wrong.
They like the production values on it. Right?
Yeah.
I just
There's a
thought,
point at the beginning
We're happy with that. I was
when he's in the brothel.
They're watching it for the
I
articles.
can't remember the brother's name of Daenerys.
Viserys.
Thank you. And in that brothel, he's talking to sort of one of the handmaidens who's trying to get information from
She's
him.
fit and all.
And she actually talks about a lot of things that happen later in the series.
She does. Yeah.
Which I didn't obviously pick on
There's a
first
few
time around.
seers in the first few seasons.
And I
that
was really
predict
impressed
the
by that. I was
whole
like,
thing.
oh.
There's one
That's
character
really
that mentions something to Khaleesi near the beginning. She predicts the whole thing. She says she's going to go mad and destroy everything.
Yeah, you can actually see how the build up to
They
what
told
happens
us,
this season.
and we were still disappointed.
George put it
Yeah.
all in there in the book. That's why.
But I think it's rushed, obviously, in
Now he's
season 8.
changing
But
it
you
off.
can actually see that build up anyway. I appreciate it.
I am glad she's enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it again.
I think it's fantastic. I think it really.
I think it's one of the best shows of all time. I know the last season is dire, but I think it's one of the best shows of all time.
And Maisie Williams is fucking amazing.
I
know she was
for a
as she
kid
got on
actor.
anyway, but actually as a kid actor,
Yeah,
she's fantastic in this show at
Yeah.
the beginning.
She's not very Brit school, is she? Like, you see so many kid actors that are very
She
Brit
speaks
school.
common and she doesn't care, does she?
No,
She's just,
she plays it so well.
when she's there with is it Cicero, whatever it's called, the dancing teacher. I can't remember his
Yeah.
name. And those scenes between them two, and
Oh, they're brilliant.
that's only 2 episodes.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like fucking.
it's brilliant. It's very, very good. Really enjoying it.
It gets better and then it gets worse.
Yeah, basically.
And speaking of worse, the other thing I wanted to talk about was that I listened to a pod from 100 Things We Learned from Film from Planty,
Never heard of it.
but in a good way. He put out an episode on First Blood, which is one of my favourite movies,
Yeah,
because
one of the
they're
best
doing
films.
a Sly Stallone sort of month, I think, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sly Timber.
He's really annoyed that
He sponsored us.
the Patreon pick ended up being ants.
I wanted Copland.
Hey, no, back off. Ants is good.
I know, but like of all
No,
the
Ants is good. It's better than
of
Bugs
all the
Life.
Stallone films, it ended up being ants. You're just like,
I forgot he's in
Why
there.
did I put it in?
He's in that, and the ant looks like
He
it.
does,
But the
yeah.
thing is, they've done First Blood, Judge Dredd,
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, and then they're going to do Ants. And I was like,
Ants, might.
really shit.
Apart from
Stallone
First Blood,
films,
Ants is the second best film in then.
I mean, we've had Planty on here. He's a great supporter of us as well. We are of him. And it was a really good episode. I really enjoyed, because I know that movie inside and out. So I actually listened to the pod first. And then it actually made me want to go watch the movie afterwards, which I did.
It does that, doesn't it?
Does it hold up? I haven't
Yeah.
seen it in about 10 years.
It does.
So many times I'm listening to his podcast and I'm like, I should go and watch that. Even though he's described the whole film to me, I'm going to go watch it again.
Yeah.
And actually, I've noticed this. I listened to his Frighteners episode this week.
Love Frighteners.
Frighteners is great. I can't really remember anything about the plot because
Really?
it's everything else that him and John talk about and go into, and all the facts and the banter
It
and
deviates, doesn't
and the
it?
deviations. Yeah, that's the fun side
It's a
of
great
it.
show.
And like even if it's a really good film, I'm like, I've forgotten that. And even he says at the beginning of the Frighteners episode, there's so many characters in this, and I was lost, completely lost. He's like saying all these different names. I'm like, I'm lost who's who here.
I like the Fifth Element one though, because Gadget was on it, and Gadget knows it's one of my favourite films, and
Oh,
it's just fantastic.
you didn't beat me. You know you didn't beat me.
I know.
I got 2 more facts than you.
Yeah, I like yours.
You bastard.
I did like the episode you were on, Steve, but I've never even heard of that film that you were talking about.
Oh, it's
so-
great.
No, I hadn't either.
Tommy Boy's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the pod is really good. It's him and John, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a
Have I
guest.
got to put them on our pod out now?
I don't know. You could do.
Yeah,
go
on.
I'll do it.
It's either that or Game of Thrones, so you can choose.
We've had Game of Thrones too
put
many
Plenty and
times.
John on.
I'll put them on.
The handsome boys.
They are very handsome boys. I've seen them
not
both.
seen
Very
it.
attractive.
But he had an artist and comic book author called Paul Payne who came on. He's a really funny guy.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's been on the pod before, but I haven't listened to that episode yet. But they're really good. They had a really good chat about the movie. And there's this really funny scene, actually, which I didn't pick up on when I first saw the film and watched it after listening to this. But if you don't know the movie, there's a particular scene where, quite early on in the movie, where Rambo's been taken in by the sheriff in the local town, washed up
You do
with a hose, and they've arrested him for being a vagrant, basically.
Yeah, vagrancy.
And while they're in there, eventually Rambo has this flashback and he kicks off. And
He doesn't like being
because he's not been
splashed.
treated particularly well, by the way, in the station, which is why he kicks off. And he
Gets hosed,
escapes.
doesn't he?
And during his escape, he's sort of taking out all the people that have sort of done him wrong in there. And then he comes around this corner and there's this poor local sheriff that's walking in with a handful of stationery who has done nothing to Rambo. Rambo comes sliding around the corner, takes out his legs and pretty much breaks his nose or ribs or something.
No, he does really.
The guy's like, what the fuck?
He like goes between his legs and like flips him out and like, bash.
It's superb.
See, I've never seen any Rambo film.
Oh.
I don't know how I haven't.
First
I've never
Blood and Rambo and First Blood Part 2.
But I just love the progression from kills one man in Rambo First Blood. I know that to get to the 5th Rambo, and he's just like, and like literally anyone who walks in his path. He's
Hey,
just like,
in Rambo 3, he's on the side of the Taliban killing the Russians.
like,
I love how that's aged well.
I mean, in the last Rambo film, he's securing his homestead from Mexican invaders.
cartels, yeah.
what makes me laugh so much is that Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
Got it right.
Like, yeah, they're taking the piss out of it, but then
When he stood on the boat in
Yeah.
a pile of bullet cases.
but that's what Rambo ends up becoming.
The film John Rambo, when he goes to, I think it's Myanmar, he just murders a country. With this like 50 cal.
And it gets really gory as well. doesn't
It's
it?
disgusting. And there's that scene where that man's skull splats and it lands on his shoulder and he goes,
I mean, it's like Halloween. It goes to show more deaths, more gruesome deaths does not make a better film.
But
No,
the first movie is like
First and
Rocky
second.
is First Blood is fantastic. It's a really, even if you're not into Stallone or, it's just a really good movie.
it's another series of films that's got a weird naming convention. It's First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, and then John Rambo. And then whatever the 5th one is.
I think it's just Rambo.
It's just Rambo. Yeah, that's the thing these days, isn't it?
That makes
They just-
sense.
They bring a new film out and they just call it
Yeah.
the name of the film again, like
Yeah.
the
Or
start
be
of it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a
The
definitive
Predator.
version, yeah.
Yeah, check out First Blood and obviously check out Blanty's pod.
100 things we learned from films.
Yeah, I'm going on that soon, are you?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be doing, hopefully, Ice Pirate.
I thought you were going to do that.
Yeah, mate.
I thought you were going on to do that film about that train coming towards screen that you watched when you were a kid. Remember that one? I don't know what I'm on about, is it?
What's it all about?
The very first cinematic film ever made. Is a train coming towards screen and people ran out the cinema screaming.
My God, wow.
Oh, Nosferatu.
I tell you what,
Was it the black guy and the horse and the film?
yeah.
there's so many times I'm listening because I kind of listen week to week now, but I go back and listen to the ones that I haven't listened to. Like when I've got spare time, I'll listen to that, and he'll mention something Plenty, and I'm just like, oh, that bit. Like, that reminds me, we could do a good episode on that. I'm just racking all these episodes up. I'm like, right, I'm coming back on your podcast to do this, and this.
If you are a fan of Plantier, he did star in the very first episode of Deep Dive Lounge. And he's a very lovely man, and he's very open about his life, and got to appreciate that. Lovely, handsome men. That's what they are. That's what the podcast should be called.
Yeah. Change your name to Lovely Handsome Men.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get a lot more views.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that your week, mate?
That's it, mate.
Apart from this weekend. Stig, finishes off.
Right, I've got a few things to talk about. First up is a game I got a review code for. It's called Block'em.
I've got to be official now,
Cat
guys.
Shaw Games.
This is work. Wow.
Block'em is a multiplayer PvP puzzle platformer for 2 to 4 players, and it's fun for about 5-10 minutes. I get what they're going for. It's another one of these, play with your friends, jump in, do this, do that. So the basic setup is it's a 2D like kind of platforming game. You're in a small arena within your screen, and you are a little square block, and you have the ability to drop blocks and make bridges and make towers, and you have to be the first one to get to a goal. And the idea is first to 5 wins overall. But there are other options. So there's that version where you've got to get to a goal, or there's a last man standing. So things either like lava will come up from the floor, or there'll be turrets on the side shooting, and you can kind of create walls to stop the bullets coming through it. And yeah, it's just one of these ones where if you got some of your friends together, it'd be fun. 5-10 minutes, you're like, that's a good laugh.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
That's not good. If the game's good for 10 minutes.
Like, Heave Ho.
Yeah.
Like, I really like Heave Ho.
I do.
After about 15,
5
20 minutes, you're like, should we do something else now?
I like that Hevo's currently about £3.
It's like that.
Worth it.
But the fun factor lasts a lot less. So yeah.
It breaks your heart, doesn't it, when you think, this developer's reached out, we've got a nice code for it, they've got every faith in the game to give it out to the press, or Stig, and it's just...
Honestly, I don't like doing it.
I know, it's awful,
I don't
though,
like
isn't
accepting a review code and being like...
It makes you feel shit.
I like this game. Yeah,
we've got to submit this.
And yeah, sorry, but like I went on
game's
Steam
shit.
and you can play against bots, so you can, if you can't find anyone online, which I couldn't. That was one of the biggest problems. No one's online playing it.
When's the embargo?
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, so it exists.
So it's released. It's not
It's released,
like pre-released.
but it got removed from Steam for some reason. And we got weirdly review bombed by all these foreign countries. Like,
Really?
I can't figure out what it was. It wasn't anything to do with the game. It was just negative reviews on random, and they were just posting random shit. So I think it got removed from Steam, which
Just
means
start again.
I can't play anyone online and test it against other players.
That's shocking.
So I'm playing against bots. And to be fair, the bots are bastards.
They always
The
are.
bots are absolute
Cheating
bastards.
bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, I played for 5-10 minutes.
Goddamn
I was like,
Skynet.
because I wanted to give it a fair review, but after that, I was like, this might be fun if we were here this weekend,
We'd
we
play
put
it.
it on for
Yeah.
5-10 minutes. It'd be quite good fun.
But instead, we're doing SingStar.
Yeah. So that's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, not great. Right. So
Never mind.
So the second thing I've done, and I've done this for you, all of you,
Oh.
and I've done this for all of our listeners.
Content.
Remember when I told you about Moonfall?
Uh-huh.
And I remember when I told everyone about Morbius,
Yeah.
and I said, don't watch them,
Is this one of those?
and people ignored me,
Mm-hmm.
and you still went and watched them.
We did.
Despite me telling you they were shit.
Yes.
Done it again.
Okay.
This week, I have watched Rob Zombie's The Monsters.
Oh!
Don't you take this from me? I want to enjoy this so much.
It is fucking garbage. It's as bad as we all thought it would be. And
Robert Zombie.
it is all
Esquire.
down
Esquire.
to the script and acting.
It's all that's all it is. It's-
No, because I'll explain why. It's just bad. The acting is just over the top. I don't know what the fuck Sherry Moon Zombie's doing with her accent.
I don't think she's a good actor anyway.
The script is terrible. I literally laughed at one joke.
Right.
Oh, that's
and
not
it's a
good.
comedy.
Yeah.
It's a clear comedy.
The original show's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun to watch.
funny.
I laughed at one joke, and it was a good joke, in all fairness.
Fair enough.
But that's it. Incidentally, the set designs, the
mansion.
costumes, the lighting, some of the effects, some of the way he's directed,
Is the house
some
not
decisions,
nice or anything?
actually think is quite good.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
If he'd have just had a better screenplay.
Did he write it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And stopped using his wife.
That's a critical thing in his films.
Yeah,
to be
it's the
fair.
same actors. You look, like the actors in this film are the same from
House of
previous,
Fazakar,
and all the other
yeah.
ones, the Salem's Lot and
Really?
and all that lot, and Devil's Rejects. It's just the same people over
It makes
and
you
over
think,
again.
is he not paying them? Just do another film and I'll pay you.
I don't know what's going on, but I mean, despite that, like there are actually some costumes that look like just expensive Halloween costumes. It's like here, it's gone. Let's put all the effort into this person.
Yeah, and
And this one, let's just go down to the local Halloween shop and buy a costume there. It's not good. It
I've
really
not
isn't.
seen any of his movies, so is there anything that's actually
Devil's Rejects.
Devil's
do you
Rejects.
think is good?
Just that.
That's about it.
Just that.
House of the Thousand Corpses has got okay
First
bits,
beginning.
and Halloween's watchable.
Just watch Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
It's his best
Halloween
film.
isn't the worst thing. Halloween 2 is.
Halloween-
that was dull.
Halloween's just dull.
Yeah.
It was just there.
It didn't get Michael Myers, in my opinion. It didn't get him.
The problem with this is I cannot work out if Zombie is trying to do a homage or a parody because it fails on both.
Well, that's not good.
Like it just doesn't like. There's parts of it obviously with Herman Munster as a Frankenstein's monster style character,
Yeah.
and it's trying to go for that young Frankenstein style comedy as well.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. And honestly, the way everyone acts, it feels like a porn parody, but without the sex.
I usually skip those parts as well.
Not
Fuck me,
always.
Sylvester McCoy's in this
Sylvester McCoy's in it.
as Igor.
Oh, well,
And-
yeah.
And Elvira's in it.
Yeah,
As-
she is.
As
Yeah.
Elvira.
As Barbara
And,
Carr.
No
So
way.
she's just credited as Cassandra Peterson rather than Elvira.
Yeah.
Jorge Garcia, remember Hurley from Lost?
Yep.
He's in it.
Wow.
But
Yeah, he
just-
doesn't do an
Do
awful
you know
lot,
what?
does he?
It's a shame because the problem with this is, what's his name? Zack Snyder. Zombie has adamant
Rabid
fans.
Yeah.
yeah.
They are
The problem with
the
this is-
worst in humanity, and they will review bomb it positively, and it's just.
If you go on Letterboxd, it's mixed reviews. And people are saying, I love this because it's just so. It knows what it's trying to be.
I've seen a review for this
Can't
already
be.
where someone's gone, I love Dragula, it's one of my favourite songs. 5 out of 5 film. Like, what? We're not talking about him as a musician.
As about a song he released in 1997.
Yeah, the only good song he ever did.
But it's not
Oh,
even
Educated
a,
Horses.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
even
absolutely.
a. It's not even a so bad. It's good.
It's just bad. bad.
And the worst thing is,
So we're all going to watch it then, yeah?
the
Absolutely.
monsters would be. It would be ripe for a good
Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah.
And now they're going to look at this.
Who would you
look at
see?
the
Who would you
reviews.
see take it then? Helmet.
No idea, but like people, the studios can look at this and look at the reviews and go, "It's not worth it."
I know who'll do a
Not
good
worth it.
Monsters. Brad Bird. Incredibles director.
Yeah.
I think he'd do a great
I think you
Monsters.
could, I think you could do an animated Monsters that would
Yeah.
be better in the same way they did with that Adam's Family.
Addams
but
that was
Family.
good.
shit.
That
But
was
good,
terrible.
Yeah.
But I think Brad Bird would do a
It
good
could be.
Monsters.
It could be good. You could get some mileage out of it, but
I love the old show. I used to watch it all the time with my nanan. And it were funny, and it were a bit raunchy even in
I mean, I don't even think Jeff Daniel Phillips is that bad as Herman Munster.
No.
I think he's actually doing a pretty
Does he look
decent.
like him?
Yeah, he's doing a pretty decent job of like doing that.
Is he going,
Yeah, the same kind of mannerisms and the way he talks.
That's what he does,
Boris
big.
Johnson.
He goes,
It's,
yeah.
it's the script. The
Boris
script
Munster.
completely lets him down.
Oh,
But yeah, Moon Zombie just
Get
fuck her
rid.
off.
Get rid.
I've just looked up her
Got a lot of Razzies, hasn't she?
All of her roles are his films.
They're all they're all his films.
What does that tell you? That she can't get.
Nepotism.
Yeah, but she can't get roles in other films.
She got a few Razzies. That she got. I can't remember. I think it was. I can't remember, but yeah, she's one of those people who've got a lot of Razzies. So
I think it was El Supervisto she got a Razzie for.
that's it. Yeah, I think she got a few.
Well, modern escapism thanks you for your sacrifice.
Yeah, I do this
And
for
we'll all
you
watch
guys. Anyway, this is the main one.
Is it a positive?
This is the big one.
Okay.
This is the new game of the year. Fuck off Monkey Island. Fuck off Elden Ring.
Fuck you.
I'm talking about Trombone Champ.
Trombone Champ.
Trombone Champ. The world's first trombone-based rhythm music game.
Now I'm in. I am in.
Unlike
Flynn.
most music games, you can play this freely. Like notes, you can play the notes freely. You just have to follow the music along with it. And
So
yeah,
like, so you just have to follow the music.
Have you got your
you follow
trombone out?
music, but you follow music, but you can
It's
just
just a way of
play
sitting.
random notes as well if you want to, in between the notes, and it doesn't affect your score. So this is this.
Jazz.
Toot your way through 20 tracks. The better you play, the more toots you earn. Collect 50 tromboner cards. Baboons on nearly every screen.
Tromboner.
Yeah, that's what a trombone player is called, a trombone.
Yep.
Give up.
Improvise and play whatever you want in free play mode. I tried to do our theme tune on it to see if I could do it, and I couldn't at all. Undiscover the secrets of the trombone verse and become the true trombone champ.
Everyone does know that tromboners get all the pussy.
Great for all ages. And
Is this a known fact?
this is the kicker.
I'm going to
the best
Google
thing. 0 microtransactions. And
Whey!
This would be a game perfect for that, like unlocking like tracks, unlocking.
What's your favourite trombone song of all time?
So what this kind of does
That's a bugle.
is
Less than James
so it
Simulator.
scrolls across the screen, and the tracks are kind of
Through the fire and the
unlicensed
flames.
tracks. So, no, unfortunately not. They're only. Let me
I just typed in, do tromboners get the most pussy? And on Google, the first hit came up, tromboners get the girls.
They do.
Band memes. And then it said, after that, what women wished you knew about eating pussy?
Anyway, I'm playing a game next.
I don't think it's a fact.
Talking about rusty trombones.
I got a code for this game, so let me talk about it.
This has got to go up on YouTube.
It's a lot of fun.
Is it?
I wanted
It's
to
a
fact
lot,
check.
a lot of fun. It is blown up on Twitter. It's blown up on Twitch. Go on it.
I thought you were joking.
No,
It's genuinely good.
It's fucking great.
Oh, wow.
Like it's
I have
£12.
heard it's
Your mileage might vary, but it's just the only problem I think at the moment is that the tracks on it are unlicensed. So it's a lot of national anthems
Right.
and things like
Public domain stuff.
Yeah, it's public domain. Like Take Me Out to the Ballpark and
Yeah.
Beethoven stuff, which is really good
Classics.
fun. Like some of
Bangers.
it's really fucking hard.
Mm.
They've already updated it to God Save the King.
Does it have the tramp
Well,
from Lost Boys on it?
No, it doesn't.
That's a
Saxophone.
saxophone.
Same thing, right?
No.
But you unlock the cards, and it tells you all the cards you can lock tells you about like past musicians, tells you about their instruments, tells you about music, so you can learn a few things about it. And
It's a fascinating instrument.
there's a great card that I unlocked, which is a trumpet, and it just says trumpet, a poor man's trombone. That's all it says about it. That's all it says about it.
Very good.
So there's a lot of fun and jokes in there. The characters look a bit like me's, and it's just got this little guy on the screen going. Oh, you're playing along.
Mate, I am
got it
down
on the
to mess
Steam
with
Deck.
this.
It works on the Steam
Oh,
Deck.
we're playing this weekend.
I
am
refused
down
to show
with
anyone this
trombone.
before I talked about it. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I really hope that they can get. I really hope it's successful so they can get access to licensed tracks.
Yeah.
So you can do some ska stuff.
This
you can
reminds me
do
of that,
some, other things.
That Gary's mod game that they brought out, the Triangle Simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding,
Apparently,
ding,
you
ding,
can
ding.
hook a trombone up to it and play it.
You can get electric trombones now.
electric
Yeah, you can.
trombone. You can
Yeah, yeah.
actually play the electric trombone with it. I don't know how that works. I just use a
Get
mouse.
one, Gadget.
You
get
basically use a
one.
mouse. You go up and down the screen, and you click on it when the music note hits. You hold it for as long. If you hold it too long, you run out of breath. Like you can't hold it for too
That's
long.
same as Theatre Rhythm Final Fantasy, isn't it?
Yes.
And one of the best things about it is when you're playing it, there's loads of shit going off in the background. So when it's about Canada, there's like there's moose and like beavers and that, like just in the background. And then the best thing is when you play God Save the King, right at the end, a big picture of an English breakfast just appears on the screen.
Amazing.
I love it. It's just
So thoroughly patriotic.
yeah. It's a Union Jack flying all the way until Big Ben comes up, and then right at the end it finishes with a big English breakfast. I'm like, yes, I fucking loved it. Yeah, honestly,
Game of the
I'm
year.
having such a good time. It's really difficult on the Steam Deck with the touchpad up and down,
Understandable.
but with a mouse, it's a lot easier and it's a lot of fun.
I'm
You
going to
should
buy it now while we're
have a
recording.
look on just Twitch streams and YouTube and people playing this and enjoying it. If they manage to get a multiplayer in this, it'll be amazing. And I hope, like I said, they can get more tracks. Like I hope
just
they can do
hope-
some more public domain tracks that also licensed tracks.
I hope that they get to the point where in a year's time I'm on YouTube watching Through the Fire and the Flames on the trombone.
I kind of need to see it.
That's what life's about, isn't it?
But also, to be fair, there were enough notes in Through the Fire and the Flames. I think if someone were to actually play on the trombone, they would die.
You die. You
Yeah.
die.
Do you know what's one of my favourite jokes about it as well? It is when you load up the game.
Dragon Force.
When you load up the game, it goes to a title screen, and it's a Dark Souls title screen. It says Trombone Champ. Like it's all black and white. It looks like Dark Souls. And you click start, and this rainbow just goes, bing, across the screen.
I'm all about this. This is the life I want to lead.
Sounds like the ultimate meme game, but in a very good way.
Oh,
Is it blowing up then, yeah?
yeah, it's blowing up. Go on Twitch, go on Twitter,
All right,
and you'll
I'll have to
see
look this up.
everything about it. It's from Holy WoW Games.
Didn't they do one of the dog simulator ones, the funny dog simulator? I think it's them. The really good one that was...
Creators of Trombone Champ, the Icarus Proud Bottom series,
I might be
and
wrong.
other stupid and or fun games.
At least they know what they're about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a dog one where you're just a dog and you're in an house and everything's difficult because you're a dog. Which is true, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Everything's just difficult. Like it's some laminate floor.
Yeah, your mileage may vary on it, but overall, I loved it.
I am down for people to be crazy with that kind of thing. Brilliant. What a week we've all had. Now, a brief intermission for more cocktails. So before we get into the main topic, it's time for my cocktail.
Oh, dear.
This is a cocktail I have weekly usually. It's called the Dirty Slag.
Suits you down to the ground.
It's
I
a
thought
very...
we were just going to serve us dragon soup.
It doesn't look very nice in a wine glass,
Maybe that's what it is.
unfortunately.
It's dragon soup in a wine glass.
I think it looks cool.
In a normal, like, small cocktail glass, it looks incredible. It's a lemon-rimmed, gin-based, tropical.
It looks like Sex on the
Punch.
Beach.
It's a bit similar. It's not quite, but go for it. Have a go. It's got a fizz to it.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That's nice, that.
That's
lovely.
little number.
It sticks fucking nice.
That's nice.
Everyone likes it.
You've gone for the
Definitely got
uncontroversial.
the sweetness. It's lovely.
I think a lot of people do it with lime, but the Dirty Slag's got lemon in it because it's cheaper than limes. And she's a Dirty Slag.
This is going to be dangerous to drink because you can't taste the alcohol.
So I usually do this in a punch bowl and then use your little tumbler glasses, you know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you were going to say use a punch bowl and then just have like a bendy straw.
It's one of those summer afternoon barbecue drinks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you say it's got gin in it,
A lot of gin in
which
it.
is totally hidden by the taste, which is
Yeah.
why I like gin like that, because I can't taste the gin.
Yeah. It's what we call the me and my wife call it the Dirty Slag because it's what Dirty Slags drink.
So you and your wife then?
Yeah. Do you like it then?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
It's a nice tipple in it.
Favourite so far?
Yeah.
Uncontroversial.
Nice palate cleanser.
After all that cream and egg. Excellent.
Well, outgoing, you see. This is just...
So we're going on to the main topic now. The topic people have been waiting for us to do for a millennia. Best beer. Best alcoholic drink.
the booze!
We don't need to... People know these episodes.
Yeah.
What have we done? Crisps.
Yep.
Biscuits.
Yep.
Games.
Yep.
Women.
Films.
Yep.
Women. My wife won, obviously. If you're listening. Is that the only ones we've done?
That's the
in
only
our
ones we've
knockout
done.
categories? This, potentially, could be the most devastating.
It could be.
We could lose a professional relationship and friendships. So,
We're
you know how we
barely
do it.
there
If you're a
anyway.
long-term listener, you know how we do this. We've got categories. We've got a table, knockout table. We will...
Have we?
To be fair, I'm waiting to create the tournament bracket here.
it here. Oh, right, you've got it. Fine.
Yeah. But I need someone to tell me what the fucking point
So,
because we've been talking about this all day. You've all been cagey as fuck about what you
I told you what mine are.
Just put mine in as
so-
the winner.
Mine are
we'll do it on the fly.
gin and tonic and
Yep.
beer Moretti.
Okay.
Jack Daniels and
Yep.
cider.
Okay. Candy?
Margaritas, the cocktail, and red wine.
Okay. And oodles?
The Dirty Slag, I'm joking. I can't put that in. Guinness
Yeah.
and Black Sheep Ale.
Okay. And mine are whiskey,
All of the whiskies.
all the whiskies, and espresso martini.
Oh, left field.
Get you over there.
I didn't see that. So yeah, if you are a long-term listener, you know it's a bracket. We talk about the stuff. It starts off slow, speeds up towards the end, and becomes arguments. We are getting drunker as the podcast goes on.
Just like my sex life.
Wow. But it's good to know that. I like that you're open about it. And I'm loving this Dirty Slag, by the way.
Okay,
One of my best.
so because there are 5 of us and we have 10 options here, as is tradition, we have the 2 knockout rounds before the main bracket.
That's right.
So, first round is cider. 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 Versus the margarita.
Oh, I've won.
This
already.
is... Ooh.
So, Biggie, would you like to...
Pledge your allegiance to cider.
Yes. Bring yourself to the West Country.
All right, me babber.
How many people in World War II drank cider?
Hang on, I'll get my music machine.
All right. How's this?
I love that song.
I got completely fucked up on Diamond White.
And no discussion.
That can help is all.
It's 7.5%. And I drank about 10 bottles once at an end of year art college do. I lost consciousness at the big round table where a group of us sat. Thankfully, my friends arranged a taxi and sent me home. I was supposed to be with my girlfriend at the time at the pub too. 3 mobiles. I couldn't tell her what had happened. She turned up after I'd gone. Anyway, cider comes in many forms. We have different varieties of apple, includes crab apples to make the cider, but cider apples are the best. You get so many different choices of ciders. The amount of flavors that you can have are just astronomical, whether they're fruit, whether you have the scrumpy side, it is still sparkling. To me, you are just overwhelmed with choice for ciders. And I always drink it in the sort of warmer months, and I'm still drinking it now. Otherwise, I'd be on speckled hen, which would have been my other choice. But at the end of the day, I love cider with ice, hot weather, sit out in the sun with your friends. Can't be a cider.
Is it nice to see him in action, in physical?
I know.
Absolutely.
Glorious.
Majestic.
Crushing it. It's like watching a unicorn.
Which don't exist.
Which don't exist.
But yeah,
Excellent.
cider's my choice.
Cider, I've got... what we'll do normally, we just discuss it between us
Yeah.
before Candy goes with margarita. I'm a fan of cider. I'm a very big fan of scrumpy because it will fuck you up. And anything that can fuck you up, I'm into. Scrumpy was the first cider I ever tried. No, Scrumpy Jackson, the weird
The
goblin bottle.
Yeah.
Back when I was a young goblin, I had some Scrumpy, and they give you the most ferocious headaches in the morning that you've earned.
Absolutely.
It's like a war, isn't it? It's a war with
That's
your
why I
brain.
never drank it. Every time I went out drinking, you were like 15, 16.
Yep.
Everyone who drank cider either threw up or felt off in the morning.
It's brutal. Because
not
it's like
drink
drinking
it.
pop. Very, very tasty pop.
Also,
The
fucking
vintage cider.
Diamond White, man. What the fuck's wrong with
Oh, I
you?
don't think that's
Yeah,
shite.
but everyone tries it when they're a teenager. But at the end
I've
of the day,
never
if you want to
tried
go
it.
out and enjoy a proper drink, you're not going to drink that, are you? You drink a nice
Woodpecker.
Stouffer, Press, Thatcher's, you know.
Here's the thing though. I'm not really massively into those like normal ciders.
You're like
No.
a old moot.
I'm the fruity Ricardo League.
No, I love it.
Old moot cider.
I-
Oh, moot, the kiwi and lime.
like
is
they're-
Kiwi and lime
sublime.
is one of the best drinks you can
Sublime.
get.
I can hear Robotic Monkey screaming into his
Straw-
podcast player.
strawberry and lime. Like I like the
I'm
pop-
saying, mate.
yeah, the ones that taste like pop.
Look, I've made a fruity cocktail this evening. I like a really fruity.
Basically, like me
Drink.
going and getting a drink of pop but getting pissed on it. Like I'm happy with them.
Their kiwi and lime is insane.
Do you want to drink that, or do you want to drink a glass of salt?
I mean, have you ever
Over
tried-
to you, Candy.
I think he passed her back on then.
I just like to add though, has anyone tried rough cider where you just go to a farm, you take a jerry can basically?
Awful.
Awful.
Oh no, it's so good. It's the only kind of cider that I really
No.
like. I don't like.
No, but you got that in your
ciders.
bottom garden.
I went to
haven't you?
Bristol and they're like, here's some of like Bristol's
Brizzle.
local ciders in like, you know, like a tester thing. And
awful.
one of them literally tastes and smelled like a farm.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
nah.
I think
Good for you.
No.
I've had it. It tastes like manure. It's just awful.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I
But
think
it
it
has
smelled
to be
like cow
You think?
shit. I'm like, I don't want my drinks to smell like cow shit.
No, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
That's
And
probably just a glass. I'm sure the cider is.
No.
it's probably because, like in Bristol, you're drinking like water out of the tap, which is probably
Cow shit.
cow shit.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue with that really.
Yeah.
Margaritas.
Margaritas.
If you're drinking a cup of salt, you're doing it wrong because what you have to do is get the lime, make a little mouth hole, and then you drink it. So the margarita is tequila, lime juice, and triple sec.
Mhm.
And it's a kind of one sort of cocktail you can get away with really drinking and being. It's kind of still a manly cocktail. So imagine like You're about to go out to a footy game. Okay.
Have a margarita before Big Mac.
Let's get down to the pub and have a few margaritas.
I don't think so. I think it's 4 cans of Stella on train.
I'm off down to the concourse. What do you want? 4 margaritas,
Oi, Marky, 4 margaritas, quick.
More salts.
We haven't tried it.
Mate, there's no, you've never been to a football match.
Imagine people drink margaritas for
No,
fun.
you drink John Smith Bitter, shit lager, or Guinness. They're your options. That's it.
And that's why football fans are cunts.
You're not doing yourself to the winner, yeah?
This is not good.
So you got
Rare
that
candy
nice...
C-bomb.
No, it's not rare at all. So you got your nice like tanginess. It goes with crisps. It goes with
Crisps.
goes with Mexican food. You can have it frozen. You can have it not frozen. You can have it.
Warmed.
Can you have it gaseous?
Yeah. Solid, liquid gas.
I'm doing it a disservice here. Honestly,
You really
margaritas are the way to go. And if you try the margaritas, way better than cider, I'm afraid.
Now the discussion. I like margaritas. You're a terrible salesperson.
I didn't prepare.
You're fucking terrible, mate. That's my job. I sell for a living. You're shit. You're shit,
I
mate.
do not sell for a living. This is the trouble.
Job interviews were last week, Candy.
And did you hear back from that job? No.
Didn't get the job.
You didn't get the job. Margaritas are sensational. Not before a footy match. Margaritas are brilliant for when you're on the beach. For when you're somewhere a bit more upper class. It is a nice drink.
I think maybe the issue is because I'm from down south, we have a different type of football fan. Maybe this is where the confusion
Do you play
is.
some kind of weird pig's bladder football? Or...
Kick the ball, yeah.
Fuck knows.
I'm pretty sure football down south is the same as it is up north.
Definitely is.
Maybe with more stabbings.
Definitely is.
Maybe
Yeah,
with more
football
stuff.
fans are worse down south.
Yeah, they are. They drink more as well.
You are.
We have the discerning football fan down south.
Are we voting now, or is this just the?
Wait, was it,
preliminary?
yeah, you need to vote on a winner on these ones, then it goes into the main bracket.
I mean,
Right.
my wife likes margaritas, and I hate her. No, I love you, babe.
Someone
Yeah,
can't pick it up.
save, email, Janet.
So let's go round the room. Obviously, you're voting for cider. You're voting for margarita. Gadget, where are you leaning? You don't seem to be a cider guy.
I like cider. I don't like margaritas mostly because I just don't like tequila.
Fuck it, Gandhi.
So yeah, I'm going for cider because Thatcher's Katie is something I drink quite a lot as
stunning.
well. But I don't like a lot of ciders, but that's the one I really
I've seen
like.
you neck a good couple of pints of Katie.
Yeah.
I've seen it in Newcastle. I've seen it in the flesh. Stick. Tough, innit?
It is a tough one.
I like them both.
You're getting ready for Liverpool Football Club.
Liverpool Football Club.
Keep going.
Yeah. Where do they
I
play?
want to see where this goes.
Where do they play?
In the one with the cannons.
Oh, fuck off.
No,
Cider.
it's got a line.
Cider.
There's a line.
The one with it's not Arsenal.
No, I mean, I do like a margarita.
I do, mate.
The difference with cider is that I don't really like normal cider, but I do like the fruity ones. I would rather, if it was a nice hot day in the garden, I'd rather
Have an old moot.
throw a load of ice in a glass and, yeah. No.
He's got a dirty slag here. He's not bothered.
And I'd rather have the fruity stuff. I really do like them. Like, it's just drinking pop.
I like it.
I'm into that with my drinks at times. So I'm going to go with cider.
Put cider through them.
Sorry.
Choose what is there.
That's
I
it.
haven't voted yet, but it don't matter, does it?
Out of interest, though.
Margarita.
Yes.
I prefer it. I do like cider a lot, but I prefer a margarita. And I'm not scared of toxic masculinity.
I do like margaritas. We had loads of, actually, during the Euros, we got wankered, and then right before we left, we pitched a load of
During the
margaritas.
Euros,
The
Candy.
Euros, exactly.
Before the big match.
After it was actually. After.
No, I love cocktails. I'm a big cocktail fan. So margaritas.
Okay, so the next pre-knockout is Moretti versus Guinness. So it's Stig versus Oodles.
Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Pissheads.
Beer and Moretti. Luigi Moretti, beer and ice factory, was founded more than a century ago. At the time, UD was a sleepy little town surrounded by stone walls that had been built by a local community as far back as 1350. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, from the 1900s, Birra Moretti went on to be a fully fruity-based beer to a national distributed beer. It's just really good. It's a really good lager. It's a pale golden lager. It's got a nice amber head on it, and it's got a...
Was she an Aquaman?
Huh?
What? Wasn't she an Aquaman?
Oh.
That's a funny joke. Yeah.
That's one of your better ones, that.
Content.
Yeah, it's kind of rusticy. It's got some grassy hops. It's got a pleasant and balanced smell. It's got crisp taste. It's clean. It's a really light beer, but also at the same time not being weak like your Coors and your Bud Lights.
Yeah.
There's still a mild malty flavour and hoppy flavour to it.
You were drinking it in the car, right?
Yeah, I was drinking it in the
Yeah,
car.
we were.
I was frying my noodles with it earlier.
You know I like it. That's the problem.
It's
You
really
like it
easy
too
to
much.
drink. I have found that if I want a lager, that's my go-to lager now every time. Even though it's on the lager side of things, it's the more expensive one. I'd rather pay more money for less beer because I know I'm going to drink a nice one. It's exported around 40 different countries around the world now. And not only that, right, it's an award-winning beer. In 2006, Birra Moretti was the only Italian brand to have been awarded both gold and silver medals at the World Beer Cup. And it's awarded 5 other medals in the Australian International Beer Awards. So it's that good that it's recognised all around the world. And naturally, it goes very well with Italian meals. Good stuff.
It is. Guinness.
End.
Amongst its peers, it is the third most recognisable beverage on planet Earth, after Coca-Cola and Pepsi, which makes it the most populous and recognisable alcoholic beverage in existence. Guinness is sensational. If you do not know what Guinness is, it's a dry stout originated in Ireland, as everyone knows. It tastes better in Ireland. I've visited the lovely Emerald Isles 4 times, and it's a different drink over there. It's completely different, and every Irish person would agree. The stuff we get over here is pale. It pales in comparison, but we've got to make do. It is like, I'm not going to turn around and say it's the best stout I've ever tasted. It's not. Some smaller breweries do make better stouts, but as a stalwart in the industry, as the coolest looking drink, I'm a goth. It's black. It looks fucking sensational. If you've poured a good pint of Guinness, even if it's English Guinness, and it's not going to taste as good, but it looks cool, you're winning automatically. It looks great. They have their own glasses, specific own glasses, because it won't work in any other glass because it's so temperamental. You can get Guinness out of a can, only if you're desperate, like me today. It's got this taste to it that's hard to explain unless you've tried it. Now, it's got some benefits as well. It's the lowest calorie beverage of its ilk. What's that? 125 calories a pint. That's fuck all in comparison to a pint of Stella, which is nearly 600 calories. Not that you should drink Stella. Never put that in your mouth. Also, it's 4.3 ABV. So it won't get you fucked up unless you have 10. It's a nice session ale to have if you're out there with the lads, the ladies, and you don't want to be that guy that only has 2 pints and goes home. Guinness is your friend. 4 pints instead. It looks better, doesn't it? It's just better for you. It's full of iron. It's black. Have I told you it's black?
I've heard.
Mentioned it.
It's actually described as a ruby. Like it's got like a ruby hue to it. And
It's fucking black, mate.
Well, look on the website.
You can see it.
You can see a bit of red in it, can't you? When it catches in the light. If you've not tried Guinness, you don't know what you're missing. It's not fizzy. It's not as heavy as people say. Guinness is a meal. It's not. It's quite a light. 125 calories.
Pie.
And this is in a pie. Yeah, you can get Guinness pie, which is good. Yeah, not many alcohols do well as a meal. You can put this in a pie. Guinness sauce, you've got that as well. Which is good on steak. I've heard it's good on steak. It's good on some fish as well. I don't know. Guinness is just one of those institutions, isn't it? It's one of the greatest exports Ireland's ever given us, and worldwide. Biggie, you're probably one of the more travelled amongst us. You see it everywhere, don't you?
I do. I've been to Ireland anyway, many a time, and I love it there.
It's different, isn't it?
Biggie trivia, my birthday's March the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So
Nice.
I always have Guinness on my birthday.
The Americans like green Guinness, don't they? Or green beer or whatever it is, that weird stuff. But yeah, I just think Guinness is one of them. It doesn't need to argue too much because it's just, when it comes to alcohol, it's the water of alcohol. It's just something that everyone knows.
It's the water of alcohol.
Yeah, because when it comes to
put that on the can.
when it comes to drinks, water is the essential, isn't it? Guinness is the water of alcohol. It's just there. It's always going to be there. It's just sensational. Guinness. Case dismissed. I like to see what the jury think of that.
Okay, well, I'll go first. I can't fucking stand Guinness with every fibre of my being, so I'm going Moretti.
You've got bad taste buds.
It's fucking vile.
I'm the complete opposite. I've never had Moretti because I don't like lager. So Guinness for me.
Thank you, mate.
100%.
By default, I have to go with Guinness because I haven't tried the other one. But yeah, no, I'd just like to say, like, the first time I tried it, I thought the same. I thought it was going to be really heavy.
It's not, is it?
Really bitter.
It's thin.
No, it's fine. It's really, really good and surprising. And it's good for you as well. Like,
Full of iron.
Yeah, especially if you're a girl.
The
Especially
head,
if you're poorly.
When you get that
Regardless,
creamy head, that
regardless,
first
you want to
sip,
know something?
Yeah.
I'd have knocked mine out for Guinness.
you know, boy, you know.
If it didn't come down to it, I'd have been like,
It's
I'd
a stalwart,
I'd have
isn't it?
Gone, yeah.
It is one of the ultimate
I was
drinks.
going to choose Guinness before you got in there, and I've not even been a Guinness drinker for that long, literally a year. But it's my go-to drink when I go to the pub now because it's that good. I do like Moretti, but
have you noticed that if you get Guinness on tap, they tend to look after the barrel more than they do with
it's
lagers?
good. It's
They
so
just look
nice.
after it.
I mean, you do like Moretti. I know you do like Moretti.
I adore it.
It's just, I'm not sad to lose to Guinness
It's the king.
at all.
The king.
So
Unlike Budweiser that claims to be the king of beers.
Oh, that's a lie.
Absolutely.
it's American beer. What do you
Piss water.
expect?
Yeah.
So, Pisswasser, as it's known
Pisswasser.
in GTA.
Yeah. Pisswasser.
So we're into the first of the main knockout stages now, and we are doing Black Sheep versus cider.
So we've done cider.
We've done cider. Cider doesn't have to be sold again.
Black Sheep. If you don't live in England or the UK or some parts of Ireland, you've probably never heard of this drink.
You can get it in America.
Can you?
Yeah. For my worth.
He know. He likes it.
I'm already voting Black Sheep.
He loves Black Sheep. He loves Black Sheep.
It's literally like 15 minutes down the road from me.
So you can get it abroad then. That's
you can because they talked about it on Foot My Work Life podcast.
So it's a brewery that started off really small in Harrogate. And for me and Stig, we love a bit of Harrogate. Yorkshire.
I was say words.
Malton, yeah. Malton.
Near Harrogate.
No, but I think I've got it from their website. North Yorkshire.
Vaguely Yorkshire.
North Yorkshire, which is Stig's home and native land. Founded in 1992. I'd not heard about it until I'd like to say about 5-6 years ago. I've seen it on the shelves. It's a pale, it's quite a, how do you explain it? It's like a hoppy pale amber ale. That's what they call it. It's not like it's called Black Sheep. That's just the brewery. They do lots of different drinks, don't they? And this is their like headlining drink. It's just a really good drink. If you never tried it, I'd recommend. You find it in like Tesco's, Asda's, and stuff like that. But it's still on the aisle with the random microbrewery type stuff. You know those continental aisles. It's not on the same aisle as Foster's.
Get the Flock.
Get the Flock.
There's a crate called the Flock, which has 6 of their
different ones.
6 or 8 of their top beers in there. Beautiful.
And the best thing about a Black Sheep is the best thing about it is the ingredients: water, malted barley, wheat, and hops. How simple can you get?
Like every other beer in the world.
Yeah, but some add salt, sugar, and all the rest. It's just a really good drink. There's not really much I can say about it. It's got some taste. It's got some cereals to it. You know, when you're drinking it, it's got quite a wheaty taste to it. It's malty, if you like malty drinks. It's got dried fruits to it a little bit. Touch of caramel. That's what it says on here, but I don't think it's got a caramelly taste personally. But it's just rich. If you like a pale ale, but not IPA, it's fizzy. You'll like it. Black Sheep, guys. Black
Fair enough.
Sheep. Voting. Time to vote.
I'm going to go for cider, not because I think Black Sheep is bad in any
Never
way,
tried
shape,
it.
or form.
Have you tried it?
I have tried it.
Nice, isn't it?
It's nice, but it's one of those ones like I never go for it.
It's quite. Sometimes it's expensive on tap.
Well, whether it's on tap or whether it's in bottles, if I'm in the off license or if I'm in the pub,
Yeah.
like I never really go. If someone hands me a pint of Black Sheep, I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to buy myself a drink, and those are the choices, I'll buy a cider.
Okay. You've got terrible taste.
Yeah, I just.
I mean, she's from cider country. You
Yeah,
lost, mate. Like,
I was
she
gonna
likes
put-
fucking
yeah.
manure in a
I was
cat in
gonna-
a jar.
I was going to try and justify.
What's more metal than a ram, a black ram? Rah.
No, I can't justify it with metal, unfortunately, not this time. Although that is going to be an argument on my next one.
She's got margarita.
I'm not a huge fan of ales, and I have to go with cider because of West Country.
Yeah.
Cheap, man, though. It's so
Stig,
fucking
innit
good.
good,
It's so
innit
much better
good.
than cider. So much better than
They've got
cider.
so much as a brewery as well. They've got so much
Yeah.
variety. I think
Yeah.
they do their own cider, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Right? Okay. Lean off the advertising.
Love them.
If they give us free Black Sheep, I'm all for it.
Oh, mate, if we were sponsored by Black
Give me
Sheep,
free Black Sheep.
Yeah, we're not getting paid by them, so stop the shilling.
No.
Black Sheep's
So-
out. It's gone.
So next up,
Shite.
it is actually, this is just all candy. It's No, it's not candy. It's G&T versus red wine. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up there.
No,
No,
you're
I'm
it is all
G&T.
candy.
You're all right.
Stig's
I'm
G&T.
G&T. Candy's red wine.
It's a margarita.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
right, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm getting mixed up then. Yeah, G&T versus red wine.
Gin and tonic.
Jean.
Jean,
Tonic.
she's a lovely girl.
She's a lovely girl.
She's a lovely girl.
Jean.
G&T. Gin can be traced back to the Middle Ages. That's how long it's been around. That's how good it is.
That's what's in
it
a dirty
has
slag.
managed to go from the 1600s all the way to today and loved by so many people. And it is just a beautiful drink. Whatever time of year you want to enjoy a G&T, you want to go home and relax and feel, I've had a long day at work and I sit down and relax with a G&T and it makes you feel good. If it's hot outside, sit outside with a G&T. It feels really good. It is just a beautiful, beautiful drink, and it comes in all form of different flavors and different crispness and different aromas, and it's just mix that in with different types of tonics and other shit that you can put in there, like lime and lemon and oranges and strawberries and all that kind of stuff. And you've got so many different varieties. It is just a joy of a drink. Hendrick's gin is one of my favorite drinks. Get a Hendrick's, get a Fever Tree, stick that in a glass, bit of rosemary, bit of lemon, bit of orange peel. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful drink, and it will make you feel good. And also, unless you drink a full bottle in 2.5 hours, like some stupid people like to do,
Stog.
Like some stupid
I
people
would hang
do.
around with people like
if
that.
you sit and drink it responsibly, it's a nice drink that won't see you getting absolutely wankered. Like, it's brilliant. G&T is so nice. And people who say that they don't like G&T, my opponent over here, it's because she drinks shit gin. She's not experienced the really good gin.
Co-op gin.
You go and get a Hendrick's, or you get the Australian ones, or just the stuff that you get in like a gin, one of those gin club stuff. The stuff they provide you with them is so nice. It really is. I love it. I think it's brilliant. It's the perfect drink on a hot day. It's a perfect drink on a cold day. It just makes you feel good.
Nice.
I mean, I have tried Hendrick's and I still don't like it.
No, you have.
So it's not even that it's... But red wine, if we're talking about going back through history to one of the oldest drinks, you can't go much further back than wine, especially red wine. It's associated with blood by the ancient Egyptians.
Jesus of Nazareth.
It's the blood of Jesus, in fact.
Good Jewish lad. Good Jewish lad.
My drink is the literal blood of
Actual blood of Christ, so try and beat that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you've got a red wine for every occasion. You've got a red wine that will be dry. You've got a more jammy version if you want more of a pudding wine. It will go with a nice steak. Get home from work, you can always have a gigantic glass of wine and pretend to be
You say a cup of wine there, right?
Because I have a goblet.
Kettle of wine.
Somebody's got problems.
Massive glass of wine and pretend to be Nigella Lawson swanning around the house. You can
Sticking your finger in cream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
You can get red wine for cats.
Red
You
wine
can.
for cats, most
You can.
importantly. The price point as well. You can go from a £4 bottle to a £4,000 bottle, and they're both going to taste good. It'll get you nice and fucked up.
What? I'm trying to think of you getting fucked up on a £4,000 bottle of wine.
You just hope I don't ever win the
A
lottery.
4,000 bottle of red wines for sipping.
I mean, I said even the £4 bottle ones.
You go.
I bet most people can't even taste the difference.
Because it's all good. That's why. You wouldn't need to taste the difference.
It's not.
All the red wine is good.
You went for Marks and Spencer's.
It's expensive.
Taste the difference.
But you know, you can,
What's that? Taste is this?
Taste the difference. Taste like.
You're the first one to slur.
You've got me at my most masochistic.
red wine will go with any meal. It'll go with a snack. It'll go with crisps. It'll go
Crisp?
with...
Why is this a thing? Why are you all putting drinks with crisps? Eating's cheating. Stop eating when you're boozing.
You can have a nice round of red wine with the lads before a football match.
Before the big game.
Yeah, before the big game down Liverpool FC.
Bristol Rovers.
Red wine, it's the way to go.
Amazing.
Wow. She drinks and she knows things.
She does.
Right, let's get with some voting. Biggie, what were you thinking? Where you putting your cards?
Gin and tonic is for alcoholics, old ladies,
For alcoholics.
and podcasters. So I hate gin, really. I totally respect that it's an
But you like to do it slag,
important
don't you?
ingredient for cocktails. I get all that.
Exactly. Gin is a cocktail. Gin and tonic is a cocktail.
It is a
It
cocktail.
but
No one
it's-
drinks it for neat. Jesus.
Neat gin.
I just-
I'll have a neat gin, please.
I just don't like G&T. I don't care if it's flavoured all sorts of shit. It's just red wine, definitely. Goes down really nice with meal and
crisps.
crisps.
Yeah.
But yeah, red wine for me.
Red wine. Stick. Oh, no, not you. I know what you were going to do. Gadget.
I'm going red wine as well, mostly
Fuck
because
off.
no, I absolutely cannot stand the taste of gin and of tonic.
You guys are so fucking
We've got a problem,
weird.
haven't we? We've got a problem. G&T for me.
Well, no, that's 2 versus 3.
Oh,
It's fine
shit.
unless you dickhead.
I can't do maths when I'm drunk.
I mean, I like red wine, but you guys.
I have tried good gins as well. Like Pip's got
Wait till his second one comes.
like Pip's got Hendrix and
Stick
Tanqueray and
over
all
with
that
you, brother.
now, so I've tried them, but I can't stand it.
You guys.
This coalition's
It's
no,
like
it's not
fucking taste
working.
buds.
It's that,
It's not working,
it's
mate.
that
Oh,
juniper
they have
taste.
no taste buds,
Kinda
mate.
do it.
That's the problem. Don't like stouts, don't like gins.
They're not human, are they?
Ah.
Good Lord.
Well, speaking of which, next up it is whiskey versus Guinness. So whiskey, I fucking love whiskey, but precisely Scotch whiskey. I appreciate that you can get American whiskeys, you can get Irish whiskeys, you can get whiskeys from all over the world. I love Japanese whiskey, but Scottish whiskey is where it's at for me.
Agreed.
And it's one of those ones that I don't think you should ever cheap out on a Scottish whiskey. If you get a £10 bottle of Scottish whiskey, it's fucking bilge water. It really is. Absolute flat minimum you should ever spend on a bottle of Scottish whiskey is 15 quid. And it's always got to be single malt. Blended Scottish whiskey is not real. It's just, it should not exist. But single malt whiskies, like Glenfiddich, leading all the way up to the likes of the Macallan, which is ridiculous £45 bottles of whiskey, and beyond.
But it's nice.
Oh, really, really nice. I love neat whiskey. Just give me a glass and give me some whiskey in it, and I'm very happy. I don't have ice with it. I don't have water with it. But you can make cocktails with it. You can do whiskey and lemonade, whiskey and cool,
You can
whiskey
put
and
egg
ice,
in
whiskey
it.
and water. You can put egg in it if you're making a cocktail.
Does it go with crisp?
I don't think it does.
It's a deal breaker.
Everything goes with crisps.
Everything goes with crisp. But there is something deeply satisfying about, you lot are talking about like kind of fruity summer drinks. No. Sitting out in your back garden on a summer's night with a glass of whiskey and a cigarette. Oh my God, that's a feeling. It's a mood.
Okay.
But yeah, I really like Scottish whiskey, whether it's like really kind of smoky flavored or very peat based whiskies, or whether it's kind of more grain based. Whether it's smooth, whether it kind of gives you that satisfying burn.
Just
Yeah.
like crisps again, innit? It has to burn, doesn't it? To
Oh,
taste it.
sometimes you have to fight your whiskey.
Yeah.
Really
like
do.
your crisps.
Oh yeah, I've actually heatwave Doritos over there. I'm going to fight them later.
They are great.
They're
They are
very
very
good.
good.
But I think whiskey's one of those ones where there are enough varieties and enough different kinds of it that it can kind of satisfy any palate. And yeah, I just fucking love it. And it's the kind of the little bit of Scotch blood running around inside me tells me every time, drink the whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, unlike everyone else, I'm not cheated. I've gone for an actual one drink, not a broad strokes.
No. You fucking went on for 10 minutes in the car on the drive down. You don't need to go for anything specific. Just go for a kind of drink.
I wanted to win, didn't I?
Fine.
Guinness.
Okay, Glenfiddich.
Mm-hmm. Shit, that's a good whiskey.
It's a very fucking good whiskey. And affordable, very good whiskey.
Guinness is, again, it's one of the kings. It's...
And you don't need to talk it up.
I'm just saying it. It's just one of the kings.
We know you're voting for Guinness.
Think about it, guys. It's goth.
Did you just turn to goth?
That's his argument to Candy. Goth.
It's black. The goths must love it.
Come on, coalition of goth.
Wow, yeah, but goths have led me down a bad path in the past.
It's not stopped you now.
I think I'm going to go with whiskey.
You fucking
I'm
traitors.
sorry. It's the one spirit I can drink
You
just by
fucking
itself.
emo.
How dare you? Just with a little tiny bit of ice, and you can just chill and just drink it. And it burns, but it's that really nice kind of like deep burn. It's good.
Are you calling Candy Nemo when you were sat there looking like a member of the Black Parade?
I'm not talking about... I've got purple trousers on.
Living up for the camera. Biggie?
This is tough, actually. I have come to appreciate whiskey a lot more as I got older. I used to be I'm not a connoisseur by any means. And I do now appreciate whiskey. I prefer to have it with ice on its own.
Yeah.
I can't drink it straight, warm generally. A little bit of chill really helps. But it's my birthday and I'll drink Guinness if I want to.
Yes, brother.
Sorry.
Steak?
It's down to you, mate.
He's got a difficult choice ahead of him because he's gotten fucked up on both of them.
Think about the one that's... Like,
I'm going to chuck this bottle at you. Shut the
easiest,
fuck up.
easiest to just grab. You can
You're
get...
not campaigning here.
You're the decider.
Sit down. I'll fucking power slam you on the other side of the room.
He would.
You do with my little finger.
He would.
You're weird out 2 stone.
I'm just let these two argue it out well, I think. People are going to hate me for this. I'm going Guinness.
Brother!
The fucking
Just-
the Scots will destroy you.
Yeah, but the Irish will...
I haven't drank
we'll
whiskey
be on your
in about
side.
2 years because I had a bad experience on it, and that's kind of not. And it's not really the reason I don't like it, but I just enjoy Guinness a lot.
It's so good.
I really enjoy
There's
it.
a can in that fridge with your name on it, brother.
Fair
Sorry,
enough.
it just
It's fine. Okay, so we're going into one, and I already know where one of the votes is going on this one. So Jack Daniels versus the Espresso Martini.
Oh, God.
Fuck me.
Oh my god, this is the worst round.
Shit.
I hate both.
I love those.
This is the easiest round for
They're
me.
both rank, absolutely rank.
Okay, I'm going to go first on this one. So the Espresso Martini is a cocktail. It came out of the 80s. It's a fucking 80s baby.
It's a cocaine drink,
It's
isn't
a
it?
cocaine drink. But
And I like cocaine.
you'll like the origin of this one. So the most common claim is from a guy called Dick Bradsell.
What a name.
What a name. And he was the bartender at Fred's Club in London. And a young lady asked him for something that would, and I quote, wake me up and then fuck me up.
When you go.
Yeah. So espresso martini is espresso, coffee liqueur, and vodka. It's not a true martini. It's got neither gin nor vermouth in it.
No, it hasn't.
It's usually served with a few coffee beans in the top of it as a garnish. And I tell you what, it is one of the greatest drinks in the world because as that woman had asked for, it wakes you up and fucks you up. I have never been... People say if you go have a night out on vodka Red Bulls, that you'll end the night with your heart fucking pounding.
Yeah.
No. A night on espresso martinis, you will not sleep for 2 days. But weirdly enough, I've never been hungover on them. It's the one cocktail I can have.
It's the caffeine.
It's the caffeine. I mean, I don't sleep for 3 days.
No.
But by the time I sleep, I'm sober.
You sleep when you're dead.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bon Jovi song that. Bon Jovi song off the album that.
Mate, he didn't listen to it.
But yeah, the espresso martini is one of the. I think it's because I absolutely adore coffee. Like coffee is my favorite just drink in general.
I've seen your coffee apparatus at home.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant. a pint of coffee every morning. It's fucking glorious.
Starbucks has got shit on him.
Oh, nah. It's fucking great. And because I love coffee so much, the idea of alcoholic coffee just works so well for me. But like coffee liqueur, I find quite sickly and I don't really enjoy it. So the fact that it's combined with a shot of espresso and then just like a good slug of vodka in it, it's just beautiful. So yeah. Espresso mod, it's one of the few cocktails I actively order at a bar.
I think it looks cool as well.
And the thing is, actually, you can't get too drunk on them because they take fucking ages to make. You've got to wait about 10 minutes for one to be made in a bar.
Yeah. Biggie.
If you're drinking on your own, who better to come round than your best mate, Jack Daniels?
Oh my God. Oh my, do you work? Well,
Jack Daniels is a brand of Tennessee whiskey.
Sorry, Biggie, I've just got the head of Jack Daniels text me there going, we do not authorise this advertisement.
It's produced in Lynchburg, Tennessee by Jack Daniels Distillery. It's been owned by the Brown Forman Corporation since 1956. Whether you want to wallow in your own misery and drink yourself to oblivion, party the night away, look like a grizzled, washed-out detective, or just if you and your partner want to fuck hard. Give me some Jack and Danny and I'll go to town on your fanny.
Less than that. Turn me around here.
Jack has got your back. It's iconic. How many movies or TV shows have you seen it in? It's that recognisable.
Because they pay to be in them, you dickhead.
I know. Mellowed drop by drop through 10 feet of sugar, maple, charcoal, then matured in handcrafted barrels of its own making. Tennessee whiskey. I know I've already said I'm not a connoisseur, but this is my drink to go to. Jack Daniels. You can drink it in many ways, whether you can have it with apple ties or you can have it with ginger ale. You can have it with my personal favourite, nice tall glass, double shot, ice, Diet Coke.
Jack Daniels with apple tizer.
Yeah, Apple Jack. It's lovely. Really nice. And it's now got toffee. There's all sorts of, so many different flavours of it out there. Gentleman Jack is, you'd like that. Very smooth.
I like Gentleman Jack. It's
nice.
great.
It's a lovely drink.
That's not what he's talking
But yeah,
That's not what he's talking about.
Jack Daniels, baby.
Right. Can I go first?
Yeah, sure, go.
I hate both of these drinks.
Yeah, go for it.
There's no fucking chance, no fucking way in hell Jack Daniels is winning this competition. So I'm voting Espresso Martini. Because it's a fucking disgusting whiskey, like
Liqueur.
It's not a whiskey.
The two greatest words in the English language, default.
Sorry, Biggie. It was a great sell. I hate Jack Daniels.
Biggie, can you just say that bit again? The fanny bit. I just need to hear it again.
I mean, that nearly won me round. I'm not joking. It nearly won me round.
Just, can you say it again?
It's true.
Just
There's
for the
been
record.
some carpet fuckery from that drink, I can tell you. So whether you want to wallow in your own misery, drink yourself to oblivion, party the night away, look like a grizzled detective or washed out, or you and your partner can fuck hard. Give me some Jack and Danny and I'll go to town on your fanny. Jack's got your back.
Did you write that prose on your own?
Yeah.
You're a fucking artist, Biggie. Yeah, that's the title of the podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry,
Oodles, what are you thinking?
Jack Daniels is probably the worst drink known to man.
Yes.
you would drink that over
I've said
espresso
that-
martini.
I've said
Seriously?
this.
Yeah, I hate coffee. And
I've said this on this
Martini.
podcast before. I think Jack Daniels should be banned. Now, Gadget knows I like whiskey, and that we had when we were having that little debate,
Yeah.
that fight. Jack Daniels is not whiskey.
It really
it's
is
not
not.
even spelt correctly for one.
I mean, it's bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, it's bourbon whiskey.
Here's the thing. I'm really sorry, Biggie. I am so glad that this went against one of Gadget or Candy's choices because I know they like Jack Daniels. So
I'll drink Jack Daniels.
But you might have voted it against like G&T. You would have voted exactly. So I'm glad it went against yours because I know he hates it and I hate it. So I'm like, it's got to go.
Genuinely, I would put it.
I'd walk out of this podcast if that won our best drink.
This isn't hyperbole. I think it's the worst drink I've ever drank.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Candy, how are you voting? Because I can see the top of your head shaking here over your lap.
Oh, by the way, I do like espresso martinis. I think they're nice.
I don't like them either.
This is really hard because I do like espresso martinis, but I can only drink one, and I don't hate it. Like, there's nothing worse than being absolutely shit-faced and not being able to sleep. And I do really love Jack Daniels. I'm sorry, I'm going with Jack Daniels.
Thank you.
So we have our semi-finals, which is cider versus red wine and Guinness versus espresso martini. So we'll start with cider versus red wine.
Oh, he's cider, not me. I'm out.
First time you've been out with it.
What?
First time you've been out this quick.
Yeah, Stignal me into
You're
the
really good at
semi-finals.
these.
Yeah, but these losers don't like G&T. So
They've
what
got
are you
no-
gonna do?
Wow.
Just because you pick choices that didn't merge with the group.
G&T is one of the best cocktails ever made.
Amazing.
Okay, cider versus red wine, people.
Cider. There's more variety in that for my palate.
Red wine.
Oh, fuck, it's down to me then, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. What would you rather grab? A Katie or a Milo?
Nice, relaxing. red
Imagine
wine.
you've got a nice bowl of crisps
Honestly,
in front of you.
there's. I know. I tried to big up the G&T, but there is nothing better than a red wine after a hard day at work. That thing will relax you.
I prefer white wine. I'm surprised it's not.
White wine gives you gas.
I think based on those two, like I like cider, but I actually I don't drink it a lot, but I really do enjoy red wine more.
It's delicious. They're both delicious.
So I'm going red wine.
I'm not angry either.
So Guinness versus espresso martini.
Guinness.
Espresso martini,
Guinness.
Thank you.
but that was difficult.
You like them both?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both delicious drinks.
In fact, they go really well together as well. You can double fist
that-
it.
Double fisted!
Now that is the title.
There's that 3 votes for Guinness, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the final, red wine versus Guinness. I'll tell you what, out of the two, I'm going to go red wine.
Guinness.
Guinness.
Fucking hell, one
I'm not mad about that because I want to choose Guinness, but who got there first? So I'm all for it.
We did it, brother.
So yes, it's official. The greatest alcoholic drink, according to modern escapism, is the humble pint of Guinness.
Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Jack
You see that
Daniels.
ruby in it? The ruby in? Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh man, I've not been mad about the last 2 winners. I've actually, to be fair, every winner we've had, I've had no issue with because they've all been fucking bangers.
Yeah, we don't vote for shit, do we?
No.
We don't
No.
vote for shit. Biggie's
All
gutted.
been
He was so
bangers.
close.
I'm
Did you
happy
taste
with Guinness.
victory then, mate?
It was,
You were very close as well.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very
You've won
close.
one though, so you
I
know.
was
what it feels
excited.
like. You know what it's
I
like to
was
win.
inches from victory.
I had no fucking idea that I'd get espresso martini through
I like espresso martini.
to the semi-final over fucking whiskey. Whiskey's amazing.
Whiskey is amazing, but Guinness, man, Guinness.
Cider.
King
Cider.
of beers.
You're gonna shit black tomorrow, aren't you?
I love a big black shit. No, it's
There's so many
satisfying.
samples from tonight I'm gonna make.
It's satisfying to have a big Guinness poo. Cool. What I want to know is what our alcoholic listeners,
Are we not having the intermission
Cocktail
for the
time.
next cocktail?
if you would like.
Oh, yeah.
Well, to be fair, we only have 2 sections of the show left, and one of them's the Patreon bit.
Candy's up.
And I need a tap.
My turn.
Tab's a great
So
idea,
some
sir.
sunglasses.
Now, we've got a new cocktail. This is a looks
Two-parter.
like a party game. This.
So this is, it's a 2-parter. It's a porn star martini, or it's based pretty much on a porn star. I didn't put the passion fruit in it because it's gross. So
I
what
love
you
passion
do
fruit.
is, I'll tell you the history of the first. So you drink the Prosecco first.
Why is
All
mine
in one
bigger?
go.
All in one go.
So that weren't lemonade.
It's okay, it's fine.
Tastes like lemonade.
And then you go for the cocktail.
How sophisticated. Yes.
Oh,
So-
God.
It's quite strong. So the reason it's called
How
a
much
porn
vodka
star-
you put in that?
Yes.
Yes is the answer.
Now I feel like Stalin. Comrades! Fucking hell! The
So
Iron
it's-
Curtain has fallen. Fucking hell!
I think I know what the clip's going to be.
Oh God! It's firewater.
It's a trombone.
It's so fucking strong.
So it's vanilla
God.
vodka,
Is it?
Passoa, and passion fruit. And the reason it's called a porn star martini
Oh.
is you drink the. So the porn stars used to drink it. You drink the Prosecco
Porn
first
stars.
because they do a shoot and they'd want to drink and they'd need something to shoot, like
Fast.
to get the come out their mouth. So they have the shot.
Did you just say that and look in my eyes?
Yes, it is. So
Interesting.
you'd shoot the prosecco to get kind of get the cum taste out,
Detritus.
and then you can enjoy your cocktail. So cheers, everyone.
Enjoy this. Fucking hell.
Has everyone spilled their cum out?
Yeah.
Good. Let's move on to the.
I'm enjoying the change in Oodles' body language the more drunk he's got, because he started the night like lean back, cross leg, very just demure, and now he's sat there like, is he fucking ready to fight?
I'm pure Russian now, right?
He's
go, yeah.
celebrating his win.
Daiboja.
Yeah.
What he said.
Fucking hell, man.
That's nice, that Andy. I like that.
It's nice, but you've...
I mean, that's the first time I've had a porn star martini with the shot of Prosecco first.
The cum shot.
That was fucking hard on me throat. That was really
I'm not a fan of Prosecco.
Oh,
but
I
like,
genuinely love Prosecco.
I like
so
it.
I'm
I
fine
thought
with
you
that.
put it
Martini.
in the martini.
You do, don't you? Usually.
I've been in a place where they just give it
Pour
in
it
and
in.
they say drop it in, yeah.
I think you're supposed to drink it first, but
I like it. It's just too vodka in mine.
We had to spill the cum out our mouth.
And I have got the come out of my mouth, luckily. Speaking of come out of my mouth, our listeners.
yes.
Nice segue.
Thank you.
They've connected well with this one. But before we
I
get
bet they have the seds.
Before we get into this episode's feedback, we do have some feedback for last episode from the lovely Irish bastard himself, Rob Shack. He said, "Good day, folks. I just wanted to say how much I enjoyed the last episode with the job applications. Absolutely had me in tears out walking the dog. And then the Patreon section, the way Biggie nonchalantly handled his porn scandal."
Don't reveal it for the non-patrons if you don't know what we're talking about.
And
Biggie's a pervert.
And then Candy fucking launching herself headfirst into the fire, taken down by pizza, which was
All
gold.
things.
The alphabet grabbed you that morning
No.
and took you in.
And he's got advice for me. Gadget, you must continue passionately calling everyone dickhead, because that also just makes my day.
Someone else told me that they like it when you call people dickhead.
It's a good
He
insult.
only called me a dickhead.
He does it. He's done it often.
I
If you go
do-
back to his dickhead, just
Don't take my
link
head.
every dickhead he's ever done.
The dickhead diaries.
The dickhead diaries.
Dawn of the
Yeah.
Dickhead.
The montage of dickhead. There's a lot. There's an hour's worth.
I'm sure there could be some enterprising fan of ours that can put just all my dickheads together. And he says, "Thanks, folks. Do try to survive this in-person meetup. But cheers. I'm not sure we're going to survive this one.
Not
though.
with this fucking thing. I keep going back thinking, shall I do it?
But on to this week's topic. We'll start with that Efkin guy,
Oh, that's too much vodka.
known sober man himself, but he used to enjoy a tipple.
Yep.
So he says, White Russians were my favourite fancy night out or night in mixer. Tequila and Coke, my standard getting off my face because it's Friday drink. I never thought to have tequila and Coke.
Oh, it's really good.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's spicy. Spicy.
Well, we've got tequila and
Spicy.
Pepsi here.
Why is it spicy?
Spicy.
I'm not sure if I pronounced this right, but Chimay Blue? Chimay Blue?
I'm
Never
not
heard
sure,
of it.
mate.
But he says that was his favourite beer. Trappist monks can't be beat for that stuff.
They're the rappers, right?
Overproof rum and Kahlua in hot coffee, or otherwise known as a Calypso coffee. It's my favourite for a Sunday or Monday morning beverage of choice.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Monday morning drinking.
Just rock up to work with your big thermos of alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah, this is...
Pip, my partner Pip, she has come in with this, and I'm going to try and see if I can do it properly, but I'm sure all the Irish listeners are going to hate me for this. Come guess me this riddle, what beat pipes and fiddle, what's hotter than mustard and milder than cream, what best wets ye whistle, what's clearer than crystal, what's sweeter than honey and stronger than steam, will make the lame walk, what will make the dumb talk, the elixir of life and philosopher's stone. What helped Mr. Brunel build the Thames Tunnel? Sure it wasn't whiskey from Aldice or Wen. So stick o' the quarter, the best thing in nature for sinking your sorrows and raising your joys. Oh Lord, it's no wonder if lightning and thunder weren't made for the plunder of whiskey, my boys.
Is that a Geordie anthem?
No, it's an Irish song.
Is that about WKD Blue?
It's about Jack Daniels.
There's a really lovely video of Hosier singing that at the Radio 1 Live
Yeah,
Lounge.
he's got a stunning voice as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's actually Irish.
That helps.
So is that a song about Irish whiskey? I assume?
Yes.
Proper whiskey, not Jack Daniels. The good stuff.
What the fucking look on Biggie's face? The fucking daggers.
Do you know whose favourite drink were whiskey? John Bon Jovi, your favourite.
The truth needs to be told.
Yeah, he just needs to know it, doesn't he? He needs to know. You've been drinking the wrong drink. That was lovely anyway, Gadget. Thank you for that, pros.
Robotic Monkey. Hailing from the West Country, me babbers, I'd be in big trouble if I gave any answer other than cider. It's a good answer, though. There's so many to choose from and enjoy, from the barely drinkable alcopops like Magners, all the way through the quote-unquote local cider, which you get from a farm in the middle of nowhere in a plastic container.
Your favourite?
Yep.
That tastes like the farm.
That tastes like poo.
I like a Thatcher's Katie, although at almost 8%, I can't have too many before I need to lie down.
Gadget had 5 in front of me.
It's a bad boy, that Katie, I tell you.
And he still managed to go to the kebab shop and get a kebab.
Yeah, my record on Thatcher's Katie is 8, and I don't remember much after
They are
that.
big bottles.
They're big bottles, and they're very strong. Planty says, I haven't had a drink in over 3 months, you poor fucker.
Oh,
No, he's doing well.
But he's lost nearly 3 stone. Well done, you poor fucker.
Absolutely.
I'm sleeping better and I'm stronger than happier. That bit's not true than I've ever been. But like the miners' strike, I don't bang on about it all the time.
Never mentions the miners' strike. Ever.
Good lad, that
And then he
man.
goes on to say, stout, blacker than your heart. Russian Imperial stouts aren't cool right now, though.
They are good, though.
They'll be happy
Which
with
one's
the winner
Russian's
then, won't
Imperial?
they?
Russian Imperial, nowadays it's more like you get your... Do you know how I subscribe to, this is not an advertisement, Beer 52?
Yeah.
You get these random Russian Imperials in little, you know, them little session cans, and they are fucking fantastic.
Can you get them in the current political climate?
No.
Do you know what? I don't
You can
drink
get them
an
on the
awful lot
black
of different
market.
stouts of Guinness, really.
Oh, my favourite stouts at the moment are Spanish stouts. I know it sounds weird, but Spain.
Spanner.
People from Spain are spanners.
Spain are doing
Yes,
some,
who's the most drunk listeners?
Spain are doing some
give you a
absolute
hint.
bangers. They're doing some banging stouts, and a lot of them Imperial stouts, Italian Imperial stouts.
Fair enough.
It's just darker and nice.
So, known pisshead, Cow Goes Moo,
Yeah, he
said,
is.
I like a lot of
Beer for the rest
alcoholic
of the
drinks,
night.
but here are some of my favourites, and it's a rather the list. So he starts with beer, Lagunitas IPA, or Brewdog Elvis Juice,
Elvis juice is strong.
Lager, Moretti or Madri.
Good lad.
Right. Well,
That's what we've
we're
got.
drinking tonight, yeah.
That's what we've got.
Yep. Belgian, Leffe Blonde or Duvel Triple Hop Citra. I do like a Leffe Blonde.
I do.
Yes.
And then
Very good.
they're in the cutest bottles as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, but you get the
Big ones.
And you get,
yeah, but
well,
they're
you
not,
either get them in cute little bottles or the big
if you get the
boys.
big ones,
They'll
too
fuck
many
you
of them
up.
and knock your head off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll fuck you up.
There's a pub in Newcastle that sells Leffe on tap, and it's
I've never had it on tap.
It's fucking dangerous.
Oh, I bet it's delicious.
It's one of them split taps. One side's dark,
Yeah.
one side's blonde.
Oh, I've never had it on tap. Oh,
If you know the barman enough, he'll mix them.
ooh, mate.
That'll hurt.
Like
No, don't mix them. It'll hurt.
When I used to work in Working Men's Club, it was.
It's like crossing
Can
the
I have the
street,
trays,
shouldn't do it."
please? Can I have the trays? And that was the mixer there. The dregs.
However, Cow Goes Moo's got more. Cider, Thatcher's Cheddar Valley,
Yes.
or Corey Tap Exhibition.
No, I never heard of that.
Rum, Captain Morgan's or Kraken.
I don't like Captain Morgan.
Whiskey, Glenlivet Founders Reserve, yes. Or Monkey Shoulder. Love a bit of Monkey Shoulder.
Yeah.
Even though it's a blend.
Yeah, it's still nice though.
Whiskey with an E, so it's Irish whiskey. Jameson Caskmates IPA or Bushmills 10-year-old. I'm not a big fan of Jameson, but I like the Bushmills.
Mm-hmm.
Bourbon, Wild Turkey 101 or Tin Cup whiskey.
Stop drinking bourbon.
He misspelled Jack Daniels.
I was saying notably not Jack Daniels, everybody.
Because it's the worst
cannot
drink ever
imagine
made.
Cal liking Jack Daniels at all.
No one likes Jack Daniels apart from me.
And-
It's me, Biggie, with me Jack Daniels. It comes out of my taps in my ass. Jack Daniels. Fucking shite, mate. Shite.
Yeah, be careful, you'll fucking set Stig's injury off again. It's been healed, yeah, but you never know.
Jack Daniels. I love it at the bottle. Fucking wank, mate.
And the last one Cow's got, because he is a fucking pisshead, Tequila / Mezcal,
Jesus.
Patron Silver, or Mezcal Verde.
He doesn't stop, does he?
Do you know what the thing is, though? That's not just him listing his favourite drinks. That's just his night.
That's his evening.
That's his night. Yeah.
That's his drink order.
That's his first round.
If
Man,
he's
I've
now-
never known someone that can drink like that, man.
Just hands a piece of paper over. It's just got the alternatives, isn't it? It's one or to that. I'm fine with
Look,
either.
if he is
You
a
know
cow,
he
he's got
knows.
more than one stomach. So
You know him outside the pod, right?
Yeah,
So when
yeah.
you go all out drinking, is he like the last man standing?
I don't
No,
know.
actually, no, but he's just very good at drinking.
Oh, Stig's still up cleaning. He loves a clean,
I mean,
doesn't
I
he?
was the last one standing at the last meet up.
There you go. The boy zone, you call it, don't you? Boy zone.
So, Hallmark of Vince, or Joe from Hallmark of Greatness, said, if I've been dragged somewhere fancy, zombies or martinis? What's a zombies? Anyone know a zombie?
No idea what
No.
that is.
It's a cocktail.
I know, but what the fuck is it?
It's like
what I'm asking.
It's
like
got
a
Jack
rum-
Daniels, water,
From what I
and
understand,
ice.
it's like a rum punch, but it's got an added ingredient on top, which is something
Brains.
like
Human
like
brains.
a apricot brandy or something, I think, on top.
Fair enough.
Does it look like? Is it green? Or
Yeah,
something
it's
like
green.
It's not like
Okay.
those like awful like Baileys.
You know, I've got a laptop in front of me. I'm just going to
Avoiding
fucking Google
hemorrhage.
it.
Yeah.
What was,
Yeah.
what was that
They're
one? You might
awful.
have to bleep this out. But
That's
this one called the Irish Car Bomb,
Yeah.
and that's Bailey's, and
Yeah,
something in
that's-
it.
Americans drink that.
you might have to bleep that one out. I'm
Americans
absolutely
drink
fine
that
with that.
because they're fucking idiots and they don't understand what it actually means.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care, do they?
No, because they don't. Because they pretend to be Irish when it comes to St. Patrick's Day. But
Yeah.
They actually know fuck all about Ireland.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
my great granddad was Irish.
Yeah.
That means I'm Irish. No, you're not.
No, you're
I tell you what, the
not.
Americans celebrate it
Yeah.
well.
Okay, so a zombie cocktail is white rum, spiced rum, dark rum, 151 rum,
Any other rums?
fresh lime juice, fresh lemon juice, pineapple juice, passion fruit syrup, orange bitters, and grenadine.
So it takes 500 hours to prepare it.
Into
Probably
it,
costs
I drink
30
that.
quid.
It
Not
does,
what I was
it does
thinking.
sound good, though. It does sound good. I love rum.
So yeah, zombies or martinis, anything that's basically raw booze. Otherwise, it's Joseph Holt's best bitter, as it's made in Manchester. It's an acquired taste. It's difficult to look after and will give you drizzling shits.
You can get
So
really,
same as me, but in pint form.
you can get really sedimentary bitter like from there, and it's like, you know, when you get like I don't know what the real word. It's like crumbs at the bottom of it. I don't know the real word for it. I think it's sediment.
Sediment, you're right.
Sediment is the word.
Crumbs, I like to call it.
Or like a pint with crumbs.
Oh, some bitters are terrible, but some are fucking brilliant.
Gets in your mustache.
It's in my beard.
Lee Davies has said, "Wow, so much to choose from." I know. I mostly drink ales and lager, and I like to try whatever pubs have on there to local brew. I usually stick to lighter ales, but of late I've started to go a bit darker with my ale choices. I like most types of whiskey, including bourbon. I had a cocktail the other week called a latte martini. Been trying to recreate it at home, but I need proper espresso to make it. It's a shot of espresso, bourbon, Tia Maria or Kahlua, and Baileys.
That's too sick. That's sick as hell.
I made one last night, but it didn't have the froth on top.
Oh God. That's
Hope you
like
have
this-
a lovely old piss up this weekend.
Oh
I
no.
don't need coffee, so
Six Cream gets the froth on
it's not
top.
happening with me.
Do you know what gets good froth? Guinness.
Let's.
And lass.
Jack Chambers Ward has said a maple old fashioned is the finest drinking experience a person can enjoy. So whiskey is my pick. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I like an old fashioned. If
I love
it's
an
done
old-fashioned,
well.
and a maple old fashioned is really good. There's one that the Alchemist chain do. Which
Yeah, there's
is
like
like
an
an
alchemist in Leeds, and that's
it's like an old fashioned, but it's like they also put smoke into it.
yes.
It's really fucking nice.
They do. If when you get an old fashioned, it depends on the mixologist, doesn't it? If it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
If they're not got the correct tools and they're not straining it and they're not doing the proper stuff, you can get a shit old
That's
fashioned.
reminded me of
If you ask for one at Weatherspoons, it's crap.
when I was trying to big up gin. The origins come from alchemists and monks, and I was going to try and appeal to your D&D heart. Like, these came from D&D characters.
When I was running
completely
a pub,
forgot.
I had an application to be bar staff from somebody that worked at Subway, and they put themselves down as a sandwich artist.
That's what they're called.
And that's what they call it.
Yeah, that's their job title.
Fuck off. They
Sandwich
put
artist.
ham on bread.
It's
You hear that, Subway?
Bollock. That's bollock.
that's
You put ham on
a
bread.
sandwich artist.
That is fucking
That is the job
stupid.
title to give them.
That's like calling me a phone sales liaison officer.
That is what you
I
are.
worked as a
I'm just a
burger
salesperson, but I'm
enthusiast.
not anymore.
Anyway, moving on, because we have a lot of these. Zenos has said, I'll put sparkling water since it's what I drink the most of. I'm not expecting this to get very far in the bracket. That's all alcohol, but it's worth a shot. But
Sparkling water is very
I fucking
refreshing.
adore it. I like
Very
it.
refreshing.
Fucking
So-
love it.
I will give him that.
You know, when, in my last job where I had to drive to the South Coast a lot, there was one of the services I can't remember. Actually, it might be the Peterborough services.
Yeah.
I would go
That
there.
we didn't go to.
And the M&S they had there, they would sell sparkling water in a can. It was like a beer can size. It was fucking great because it was in metal. It was cool.
It's better to be in a can anyway. It's better for environment.
Yeah, there's a podcast to listen to, and they got sponsored
Sparkling
by a
Water
company
Cast.
called Liquid Death.
Yeah, Liquid Death.
Liquid Death is just sparkling. It's sparkling
week?
water. No idea why it's called Liquid Death.
I must be
It's called
drinking.
Liquid Death. It's in a can, and like you would think something
Do you,
like that's
do
alcoholic.
you know where it came from?
You're lost, mate.
Liquid Death is great because they're marketing, because they're in kind of tall boy size cans. They're in like 500ml cans. It sounds like a really horrible thing to do, but they effectively marketed in the beginning to
kids.
alcoholics.
Oh, I know they market it to kids as well. 'Cause it's
Well, no, marketed to kids, but
I'd buy it as a teenager. Liquid Death, I'll have two.
No, but they were marketed to alcoholics because they look like beer cans. You get that.
But that's what they do with your energy drinks, isn't it?
It's the feeling of drinking it. And it's helped a lot of people quit drinking. So it's actually a really good thing.
I think seltzer and
It's
fizzy
one of the-
water is sensational.
But it's one of those things when you look at Liquid Death cans, you look at them and think,
We put seltzer
that's a
in the
really
fire.
fucking weird idea. But then when
No,
you
I
actually
mean,
think about it, it works.
Normal, just sparkling water.
But sparkling water is great. I love sparkling
Yeah,
water.
but Americans call it seltzer, don't they?
They do.
I don't mean alcoholic ones, because yes, that was in the fire.
Futile Exercises said, never really got into spirits, unfortunately. So lager, ale, and stout, man. Don't
Good
have to be
lad.
in- don't have to be into spirits. That's
I
fine.
win it.
Adam Golightly, Oodles is now colleague, I guess.
No, he doesn't work for
Oh, he doesn't
the
work
company
for them.
anymore because him and my other former boss left. I am now the boss.
That's a terrifying prospect.
I get more money.
It's a reign of terror. Anyway, Adam Golightly has said, I'd start off with some nice IPAs like a Vocation, Life and Death, which is what I started off on
I
today.
love Vocation.
As the night goes on, I'd move over to a rum and coke. Nothing fancy. Maybe a Kraken.
He's a good drinker, Adam.
But then I'd swap out the rum for a whiskey. Again, nothing too fancy. Maybe even a JD.
Yes, mates.
And then I'd end the night with...
He is ginger.
Hang on. He wanted whiskey. Why is he going for JD?
I don't know.
No,
He says, then I'd end the night with just whiskey, but something I really like, say a Macallan Gold.
Yeah,
I like Adam a lot after this one.
Yeah, I mean,
The JD brings him down a little bit.
that's because
but
it's
he's
not
got
his
a lot-
fault. He's ginger. You know what I mean? It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's just what happens, in it. Some people. He has got exceptional taste in Friends as well.
Okay, so
And podcasts.
Podcast.
for the next one, it's Super Natty Cat. I need you all to prepare yourself.
Let
It's
me
not-
guess. It's some kind of cocktail with a tampon in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And she calls it Vampire's Cup of Tea or something like that. I don't fucking know. Dirty woman.
Oodles, I need you to gird your stomach here. This one might make you vomit.
Oh, God.
It's called a honey monster.
I'm already down. I'm out.
It's Jack Daniel's honey.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's
thank
steak.
you.
Those honeys are really nice.
I don't mind the form not being used at this point. It's fine.
Jack Daniel's honey, Monster Energy drink,
Ooh.
and Sprite.
No,
What the fuck?
no.
No, you know I like
Jack
an
Daniel's
energy
honey.
drink.
I really like that.
So do you know what you can do instead?
You can only have one or two glasses of it, though.
No,
It's
it's
far
kind
too
of my
sweet.
Christmas drink. It's weirdly, it's like what I'll sit and drink when I make Christmas dinner. I'll drink that through the day.
Is that why you've set fire to your kitchen 3 Christmases in a row?
Mate, my Christmas dinners are fucking incredible.
Guess where we're going this year.
Jack Daniels.
Do you know what? To help
the honey
Super
one,
Natty Cat,
not the normal
she's doing it all wrong. She needs to get a Jack Daniel's honey as usual,
Yeah.
and just get a can of dragon soup. It does everything.
We're not trying to kill the poor woman.
I can't find dragon soup anymore. I think they hide it when I walk into the
I
shop.
think it's been banned, mate.
Oh, it's a shame that.
Energy drinks and alcohol.
Yeah.
I used to walk in shop and bloke from corner shop near me. He's like, "We've got a new flavour in." I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm gonna check now whether it's actually a thing.
People getting radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
I won a competition with
Call it
dragon soup as
Fallout.
well. I love them.
You were trying to get us sponsored by Dragon Soup.
I was in their fucking DMs. All
I mean, the website's still
I didn't pick
there.
you up on that at all.
They did. They said we'll get back to you.
Have they been on the socials recently?
Dragon soup's
Where
delicious.
to buy? Hang on, here we go. Where to buy retailers? Let's have a look.
Or have we gone restricted, like B&M bargains or some shit like
Something trashy. I like
that? Get
it.
us exclusively in Poundland.
Ooh, Poundland do boobs now.
Welcome
don't
to
they?
the circus of values.
That's the voice I was going for.
Carry on, I'll find it.
Fair enough. DJ Walsh, our professional drinker, has said it's got to be a... oh, God, he's got Irish names here. Kinnegar Brewing Scraggy Bay Pale Ale.
Yes.
Also, Yellow Belly Beer Citra Pale Ale.
Never had that.
Eucharist pills by some German monks.
Some German monks. Yeah, okay.
I'm really sorry if I butcher Irish names here. I'm quite drunk. Ballykilcaven Bambrick's Brown Ale.
Oh, I bet that's good. I love brown ale.
Black's Brewery KPA. Left Hand Brewing Nitro Stout. Hopefully Brewing Pills.
Yep.
That sounds weird. Rascals Brewing Yankee Pale Ale. Whitfield Brew Blonde. And of course, West Kerry Beer Beyond Band Golden Ale. I'm really sorry, Ireland.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Crushed it.
I've forgotten loads, by the way. I've mispronounced loads, by the
Well,
way.
you said that they're all like local stuff. So.
Yeah, it's all very Irish.
Now,
things.
DJ is a friend of mine, personal friend, and I know he's got cupboards full of beer. Cupboards.
Cupboards.
He gets it sent to him.
He does, actually. The bastard.
He is a professional
Pisshead.
pisshead. I'm upset with him that he's not explained why these are his favourites. I'm calling him out.
Maybe we can get a postscript for next week's episode.
Yeah, I want you to come back. I know you've been on holiday and stuff, mate, but
He's been reading me book. He's been a good lad.
he is a good lad. He's the best of lads. But yeah, how wanted more explanation to why they were good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick update on the Dragon Soup.
Yep.
Nothing in this area.
Oh,
Moving on.
fucked it.
Fucked it.
Did you ever try dragon soup, by the way? Did
No,
you?
Of course, fucking not.
Never
Biggie
saw
did.
it.
He's a brave man.
I'd do it.
It knocks your back off, doesn't it, Biggie?
The way you
literally
say
had
it,
2
I'd
sips
do it.
and I was
I'd do it. It's like
like,
you're fucking talking about weed.
Your heart goes.
I'd do it. Yeah.
I can't drink energy drinks anyway because it does do that to my heart.
It's got the highest caffeine content and alcohol content you
Give
can
me-
in that kind of can.
How many have you drunk in one night?
5.
Fuck that.
Just hook it to my veins.
That was the night I lost my shoe.
I can understand that.
Kate of the Dead. Hi, Mum. She said...
That's your mum.
That's me, Mum.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi,
She's
Mum.
on Discord. She said whiskey without the E, so Scottish whiskey.
She's clever, that's why.
Anything else is just nonsense.
Hear that,
Right,
Biggie?
Jack Daniel.
You see where
Stop it.
my heritage comes from.
Yeah. She's aggressive, isn't
Also, she realizes Jack Daniels is not whiskey.
Jack Daniels is not whiskey.
she? It's not even a drink.
Wow.
Wait, it's
I need to
bourbon.
find
It's
a new podcast.
bleach that you should clean your bathrooms with.
I wouldn't even clean my bathroom with it.
No, I
Jesus.
wouldn't, mate.
Nimrod Hicks has said, "Dear motorway excursions." I like that one.
I like that. That's my
Certainly
favourite.
today,
Yeah.
pissing in the
We
woods.
were excursion. me and Steve literally took a detour and had a piss in the wood.
Yeah, off a motorway.
Because we were having car drinks, car beers. Love them. Love a car beer.
So he said, "My favourite booze by far is red wine. Point me at a lovely Rioja, Malbec, or Tempranillo,
The vanilla. Yeah.
and I am happy. And I am a happy boy. My other great love, however, is Scotch whiskey. Yes, Hicks. I currently have about 10 bottles on the go, but my absolute fave is Old Pulteney. Ooh, that's a good one. It's not the most sophisticated whiskey in the world, but its creamy finish with a salty hint of the sea gets me every time. I would also like to bring your attention to the abomination that is Mrs. Hicks's recent discovery, sheepdog, which is, and I shit you not, a peanut butter flavoured whiskey liqueur.
Ooh,
I'm into that.
I could try that.
I'm down to
Sheepdog,
fuck
I'm
with
making a
that.
note of that now.
It's as rank as it sounds. We might lose another patron over
No,
over
I'm
these.
down to fuck with that.
But she loves that shit. I have to kiss those lips.
I might have to kiss those lips to find out.
Lock up your wife. Biggie's in town. Darby, do you know you whiskey drinkers? You firm whiskey. Why don't you get yourself like a forever dram where you put your dregs in and you make your own little? Have you seen them?
Why would there be dregs?
Wow.
Do you know I actually do have? I went to a whiskey thing at York Races, and one of the things they did there was make your own whiskey, blended whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
And so I've got one that's like I've blended to
Is
myself
it
called
a
the.
Stig blend?
It's called the Stigweird, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got a
so-
little bottle of it still. Like it's only this, but it's like a shot bottle's worth.
So,
yeah, it's quite meaty,
last-
meaty.
Last one we have, and this is actually a question to us. There's nothing to do with what we've been talking about all night, but we're drunk enough to ask and answer this one. So, Jack Chambers Ward, the mad lad himself, has said, if you had a free-for-all fight, brackets, no weapons allowed, between all of the ME crew, who would win and why? If you could describe it as if it were a wrestling/MMA match, you get bonus points.
Do you remember wrestling, right? I'm Gold Dust. Remember Gold Dust? No, but...
Mate, you'd snap in half in a light
all right, I'm
breeze.
Doink the Clown or whatever.
Fucking you're Spike Dudley.
Yeah, that'll do.
If you
weigh
know who
less-
Spike Dudley is, that's you.
You weigh less than Rey Mysterio Jr.'s leg.
I'd come in just to go, oh my God,
To
he's
get
here.
thrown
And
for
I'd
a
just
table.
run around the ring just laughing.
Yeah, but you get thrown through a table, but he would snap and not the table.
I'm not in this. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I wouldn't fight any of these guys.
Okay,
I'm sure we've done this before, but like when we did Royal Rumble.
so thinking about this logically, Stig breaks in half because he's made of crisps.
Yeah, but you'd have to catch me.
He's a rugby lad and all.
But he's still made of crisps.
And he's a Yorkshire lad.
It doesn't matter whether we'd have to catch you or not. You'd have to be in the fight.
Yeah, but you'd have to catch us.
What position do you play in rugby?
Winger.
You can't catch him.
Catch a winger, mate.
Yeah, but I used to play prop. If he comes anywhere near me, I'm going to flatten him.
If he's running around the ring, just running the opposite direction.
I'll do what Muhammad Ali did. I wait till you guys tire yourself out.
Wingers only know how to run. Wingers only know how to run in straight lines anyway.
To be fair, if it was a close quarters thing, me, Noodles, and Candy had basically fucked against you two.
Yeah.
So it's a choice between you two.
You guys are giants.
To be fair, I think Candy's a dark horse. She'd go for the eyes.
I absolutely would.
Do you go for the dicks?
Yeah,
I mean, I'd
do you know what? I'd wear an outfit like I'd wear the crotchless chaps.
Wow. Easy
actually with the cleavage outside, everyone would just stop and look, and then you just go pow pow.
Yeah, exactly.
While
Then I'd also line
tactical cleavage.
I'd also line my bikini or whatever with drawing pins from the inside outwards, so you can't even get near me without.
You thought about this before, haven't
Prove
you?
it.
I mean, the thing is, though, you didn't say no weapons. Drawing pins are classed as weapons in wrestling.
Not when it's in your bra.
Women are so skilled. They've got such hidden places to stash weapons and stuff.
I would wait and phone all your mums.
What's that gag from Who Framed Roger Rabbit where he puts his hand in a cleavage and there's a bear trap in there?
Yeah.
I agree with what Stig said, actually, that everybody else would be dead. And it'd be between me and Gadget. And then me and Gadget would spend the rest of the fight trying to lift each other. And then we'd both die of a heart attack.
I'm thinking more
and there'd be no winner.
I'm thinking more of a Godzilla, King Ghidorah type battle, kaiju battle.
Just you two run each other and literally.
He's already going to say.
Imagine you two run each other with the actual Godzilla noise. It's like,
Then the camera pans down the other side of the ring and there's oodles presenting on the ground.
We've already got him. Big Zilla and King Gadget. You know what I mean? We've got it. We've fucking got it.
Gadget. Yeah, Gadget and Big Zilla.
Yeah, we've got the kaiju match to end all kaiju matches.
Godzilla
we'd be going so slow-mo that everybody would just walk off because we still go.
It's got to be Big Zilla, hasn't it?
You'd have to take your glasses off and it's time. It's I think
and then once we're finished with the fight, we go and destroy Tokyo.
Yeah.
I think we go with Big Zilla, but only because as well that's the best sounding name.
Big Zilla.
And then we have a winner.
There we go.
Default.
He finally wins.
Unofficially, it's an
That's not my official
poll.
win manoeuvre, by the way.
That's the end of the feedback.
Excellent. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, listeners, for feeding us back. I'm so fucking
We're going to round out the end of the cocktail and then decide.
Yeah, before
I think the last cocktail should be for the Patreon listeners because
he's such a frugal bastard, isn't he?
Well, no, it's because it's Biggie's cocktail, and it's destined to fuck us up.
You guys are so fucked.
It's called the Biggie bundle in all fairness.
You guys are so fucked.
I'm pretty fucked now, but let me try and read it. I need to make this bigger because I can't see him.
Shall we?
Why are there so many fucking flies in this house?
I don't know.
Barflies. Barflies.
That's you.
Hello. Right. As always, links to all our extracurricular activities are in the show notes and at modernescapism.co.uk. And please consider becoming a patron to help support our endeavour. Next week, if we're alive, we will be starting a new theme month. Woo! It is the spooky season. Candy's favourite time of the year. And the first episode will be our perfect horror double feature. I am so looking forward to this.
You're not allowed Alien and The Thing.
With Banjo. I knew it! What did I say?
I've talked about them too much. Think of something new.
It's the perfect
the prequel
evening.
to The Thing.
You've got your
Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant and The Thing too.
Oh my god!
Picturing, you've got your honey. Like, come on, we're gonna go watch a double feature.
You've got your Jack Daniels in your arm.
That's how horror it is, but it's going to be great. I mean, Candy's she's been down to the 9th circle of hell. You've seen some shit.
Oh, I've seen some shit.
You're bringing the thunder.
Are you bringing Verotica next week?
Oh, possibly. I might save that for an even better episode. We'll see.
It's the start of Spooky Month. It's a modern escapism Christmas, really, isn't it?
It's Candy Christmas.
We love
Candy
the
Christmas.
horror. We love the horror. So
also before Everyone should go check out the Do Dragon Streamers Scorched YouTube channel because our mid-season special is out with our lovely guests, the Sequelizers, and a friend of the pod, enemy of Oodles, Monk's Boy. But it is genuinely one of the funniest things we've ever recorded.
Not as good as Scorched Sheep.
The thing is, his man, he's got such a good voice. He's got a good voice. Very good radio voice. Oh.
He's a radio boy.
Oh.
But yeah, it's very much worth listening to, even if you haven't listened to Scorched Sheep, because it's a one-shot. It's kind of disconnected from the main story.
Molo demanded.
Yes, Molo does demand it, and if you listen to it, you will understand that reference. But please go and listen to it because it is genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever recorded outside of the shit that we do.
Yes, please, because Gadget spends a lot of time on this. Like, I do a podcast, it takes half an hour. He does a podcast, it takes 5 days to plan.
And the rest.
Please help him. You don't have to be into Dungeons & Dragons to enjoy it. It is people improvising, and it's lovely stuff. So, if you are a patron, you will see us in the Drunken Green Room. If you're not a patron, why aren't you?
We're fucking hammered, and you need to see the shit.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oodles is swinging back and forth right now.
I'm fucked.
And that's like she's about to fall asleep.
I love being drunk. But yes, if you are not a patron, thank you for supporting us with whatever you've supported us with, just listening to us. I'm drunk. Good night.
Good night.
Follows. Top follows.
Going for a ciggy.
Yeah, what's up?
I think my poo might be ready.
Your poo might be ready.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're recording. Thank God we're recording.
I really hope you